ẹ kálẹ́ gbogbo èèyàn. Ẹ̀yin tèmi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ wá, parents, mothers, please come. Fathers, join me. Parents, please. Adults, come. Young children, come. Every one of us, we need to sit together and deliberate on this today. Good evening. Oya. I want everybody to come over before we start. It is something I really need everyone. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi àyànfẹ́ agbọ́kọ lórí pàǹtẹ̀tẹ̀ ó dùn mí, mi ò lè jọ yín lọ́sàn-án yìí. Mo rí ní ẹ ṣe birthday fọ́kọ yín lẹ bá ń tẹ piano lẹ ń tẹ piano lè láì kókó. Can you imagine? She was so happy. Good evening everyone. Everybody, a couple, so we to good evening. Please, tonight it is going to be a very, very interesting topic. As you know, on this platform, what we do. Oyata Oxayo, good evening. Thank you so much. Auntie Jumi, a couple. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin abiyamọ tẹ́ máa fo tẹ́ ní fojú sunkún ọmọ tẹ́ máa fojú ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ́ máa fọwọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ tẹ́ máa jèrè iṣẹ́ yín ẹ jókòó all of you gbogbo yín tí ẹ máa jèrè ọmọ gbogbo ẹ̀yin abiyamọ àtọkùnrin àtobìnrin ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ join mi ní alẹ́ yìí ká sáré deliberate lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Mọ́mísí àǹtí àyànfẹ́ kalẹ́ mà. Now I'm just coming in. Good evening, everybody. Yeah. Oh, Peter Ololo, my husband. How are you, Daddy? You're welcome on board. Daddy, one of you so mama behave gan ni alẹ́ yìí. Gbogbo yín ẹ má expect me kì í ṣe bad girl alẹ́ yìí. Daddy wà lórí line. Ruth, how are you, darling? So you come up. Let's discuss about parenthood. Yeah, you will tell me more about it tonight because you are a very good social worker. Before the sociologist, you know I'm a sociologist myself. So I'm a social worker and I'm a sociologist. My first degree is sociology. Yeah. So guys, you're welcome to Prevailing Issues with Ajoke. Your host is as usual, Ajoke. What we do on this platform, Tosini, thank you so much, Auntie. Thank you, my good vendor. You're welcome. What we do on this platform is that we talk about prevailing issues, trending issues that has to do with the society, most especially on social media. We talk about Nigeria as a country. Yeah, we speak. Oh, you just requested. I can't find you now. We are the voice for the voiceless. Okay. Thank you, sis. Thank you very much, Auntie Ruth. You're welcome. Yes, I know I promised that I was coming out yesterday on the other platform where we do matchmaking, but I couldn't, I was just busy and I couldn't just come out. Sorry about that. Please, tonight I really want us to sit together and deliberate on this particular topic of parenthood. Why am I talking about this today? I watched this Mide film today. Yami. I watched the part 1 and part 2. Fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ti wo film, and I really want you to go and watch the film if you have not. It is a very, very interesting film because it has to do with marriage, children, and the society. Yes, very, very interesting movie, and I commend Mide for this film, and I pray she gets nominated for an award for this. This is part of what we need in our society. So many of us know about this. Yeah, I'll tell you briefly about the film and then we'll analyze it. And then it is not even about the film itself. It's just the message that I want to convey. We have talked about this particular message on this platform severally. That is when spouses separate. what happens after separation, after divorce, life after divorce for the children. Most of us, especially women, we tend to hold on to the children. Thank you so much, Ruth. Please, everybody help me to power tap. Please, every one of you power tap and ask me. Yes, most of the time we tend to hold on to the children. You understand? The resentment we have for our husbands, for our partners, we hold it so much that let me just bring in yeah. So many of us, the hatred that we have for the partner, will transfer it automatically to the children, and some of us will hold on to the children that we don't want them to have any relationship with their fathers. I am not saying it doesn't happen to the other gender. It does. In fact, I have somebody, I think I've shared it severally, where a mother is the one not allowing, no, sorry, a father is the one not allowing the children. And we have so many that I've seen, even very close to me, that have seen that the mother is not allowing the children, the father to have any relationship with the children. So many of us as women, when we are separated from this men, in fact, the things we say to the children, just because we don't want them to have anything to do with their fathers. The story is this Iya story, and that's why I'm going to talk about it. Life after divorce for the children. Yeah. Why do we want to hold on to the children, and we don't want them to have any relationship with their parents, with their fathers or with their mothers when we are not together again? So, like I said, this film, what happened? Let me just give you a brief background of the film. I think what we saw in the first part one is that we saw Mide Martins. She was saying our children will not go and see their father, only that they are not going to have a relationship with the father. We saw the father coming to meet her, and she was saying no. The children wanted to go and be with their father, and she was saying no. These children are already adults. They wanted their father, they are more than 18 years old. So they wanted to be with their father, and she said no. And she was like, Ofe Yabwiri. She was crying and consistently reminding them of how she suffered to bring these children up. To the extent that one day one of them said, you continually tell us how you suffered to bring us up. So she denied them of having a relationship with their father. Then when the father came, and the children were always going there and all that, and she decided to use the violence type, she was hiring thugs to beat the man up. It got to a point she kidnapped the man, and then police got involved. I think they went to court. Part 2 came out today anyway. But in part 2, at the end of the day, they went to court. I was thinking they shouldn't have gone to court because the children were already adults. But I think they used the court one just for the fact that there was violence already involved. Because she was sending talks to the man. I guess that was why they went to court. But they discussed about the custody of the children there. That's why I said because they are over 18. Now, at the end of the day, these are adults, and they asked them, who do you want to go with? And the children, out of the 3, 2 chose their father, and only one chose, and then one is the little one. Now, she broke down, she cried, she thought of how she suffered, what she went through, training these children and all sorts. That brings me to the issue of why do we always hold on to these children? It's so sad that mostly when we have issues, sorry, I'm just trying to get somebody to send something to me. When we have issues, we don't allow our problem to stay as our problems. we extend it to the children. Mostly mo ti sọ ń bí báyìí severally wípé kájọ nítorí Ọlọ́run. Look, every child deserves happiness. When you are talking of the custody of children, when two of you pass away, the only time you will not allow your ex to be with your children, to avoid being with them, it's when it involves abuse. If the man has or the woman has questionable characters, maybe because of violence or whatsoever, then you can say, no, I don't want my children around him or around her. But if it is only, how are you, sis? If it is about just because of whatever you had with the man, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká ṣe iṣẹ́ lásán. Tẹ́ bá wo fíìmù yìí, you will see the bitterness in Mide's life, the bitterness in most of you women. I understand. Honestly, I am a woman. Even when we that we are in our husband's house, yeah, àwa tá ń gbélé ọkọ, ẹlòmíì ń ṣe iṣẹ́ nínú ilé ju ọkọ lọ. Some of us are the breadwinners of the family. Some of us do more than the men in the home. And so, for this reason of you always saying, èmi mo tọ́ ẹ, èmi mo tọ́ yín, mo jẹ̀yà. Number one, these children did not beg any of us to bring them to this world. It is natural for us, let me bring this, okay. It is natural for us to take care of the children. Ìwọ tó pe àwọn ọmọ wá sílé ayé, dandan ni kó tọ́jú wọn. Tẹ́ wá rí hatred tí a máa ń ní, ẹ̀ka lẹ́ àǹtí, ẹ̀ka bọ̀ mà, ẹ̀kọ́ bá mi mute. Yeah, ẹ̀ka lẹ́ mà. The hatred tá a máa kọ́kọ́ ní, do you understand? The hatred tá a máa ní sí àwa, sí àwọn, sí ọkùnrin àbí obìnrin, tá a máa transfer ẹ̀. You could see the rage in her, the hatred in her, because whatsoever the man did, yeah, they didn't give us the clue to it. But believe me, ọkùnrin máa ṣe nǹkan míì fún ẹ tí ó yẹ pé o ò ní fẹ́ fi ojú ẹ̀ kàn wọ́n láyé tó máa fi kú. But does that will that affect the children? Will you allow that to affect the children? Every child deserves their other parents' inclusion in raising them, and that is what this film taught you at the end of the day. They asked one of the children, and she said, I have gotten love from you. You showed us love right from when you are the only parent we knew. And when this our father came, we just want to feel his own presence. We want to know him. We want to have fatherly care. We never had it. When other children their fathers were present, ours was not there. So when he came, we just wanted to feel the presence of our father. Gbogbo ọkùnrin bá ṣe lè tọ́ ọmọbìnrin bí ọmọbìnrin ṣe lè give love, the care and nǹkan tá a máa fi tọ́ ọmọ, God has given it to us. Yeah, we have a duty, and every one of us ló ní duty láti play in the part in the lives of their children. Everyone. I am not surprised at this film. Like I said, maybe I shared it severally. I think 2 or 3 times I've shared it. That a woman contacted me here in the UK that her daughter was getting married and she was not going to allow her ex to sit for that party. And the daughter said no. And so the woman wanted me to call the man out. When before that when she was taking care of of the children, that she came to this UK with these children. Now the girl is getting married. She has contacted her own father, and the father was to be the father of the day fún bàbá tí ò tọ́ ọmọ, according to her, bàbá tí ò tọ́ ọmọ. So she swore to God that that man will not sit or òun ò ní jókòó. The girl contacted me herself, ọmọ fún rẹ̀ ló pè mí. Ó ní àǹtí mọ́mì ẹ má dá mọ́mì mi lóhùn. That was years back. Fáwọn tó bá ti ń follow mi lórí Facebook. You understand? Ó ní ká má dá mọ́mì òun lóhùn. Ó ní ìyá òun fún rẹ̀ gangan ni ò jẹ́ kí bàbá àwọn kó tọ́jú àwọn. She said she was not small. Òun ni first born. Ó ní òun fúnra òun mọ several times tí dájú òun máa wá sí inú ilé káwọn tó kúrò ní Nàìjíríà ìyá àwọn ò ní gbà kórè àwọn. Ó ní ìyá àwọn try fáwọn lóòótọ́ that she really tried bringing them abroad. That even when they got here to the UK, this man's family contacted them again, and ìyá àwọn tèpètèpè ló máa fi ń bá bàbá àwọn lò. That she is a type of woman bí Mide yìí ni woman yìí kó tí mo sọ yìí ti bí 5 years ago ni o fíìmù mo ní fíìmù ẹtí tó sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ó ní tèpètèpè ni ìyá àwọn máa fi ń bá bàbá àwọn lò. Ó lóun ò kéré rárá. Ó ní and she has been seeing her father for about 2 years before this thing. Do you understand? So that for herself òun o bàbá òun ló máa jókòó níjọ́ nǹkan ìyẹ́ òun. Ó lóun understand ìyá òun jìyà. Only but if she was not aware of the fact that for a very long time for a long time ni bàbá àwọn ti fẹ́ wà ní life àwọn tí ìyá àwọn ò gbà. So many women are like that. I've said it the only time mi ò sọ àwọn bàbá mi o, there are some fathers abímọmáwò ni wọn àwọn ìka ẹ̀dá tó máa ń fẹ́ jẹ níbi tí wọn ò ti ṣe. Ọkùnrin mi burú to the extent pé nígbà táwa wà ní sàlẹ̀ Èkó àwọn bàbá Èkó tó yẹ pé wọ́n máa ń kọ́kọ́ bímọ tó bá ti bímọ sílẹ̀ ìwọ ló ní bùkátà. They are different, but there are some men that genuinely they want to be in the lives of their children, but you will not allow them because of the resentment from your side, because of the hatred you have for that man. Wàá ti kú ọ̀rọ̀ sáwọn ọmọ yẹn ní etí. Nǹkan tí màá yẹn go ṣe wàá parọ́ mọ́. Some of them wants to be in the children's life, but some of you're able to come out and say Happy Father's Day to yourself. What Father's Day are you saying? When it is not that the man has refused to do it, but because you don't want them to be part of the children's life. Thank you so much. I want you to know, children have the right to both of you. They deserve the love of a mother and they deserve the love of a father. Anytime, any day, I am begging you so that ní ṣiṣẹ́ fẹ́lò mi jẹ, whether you like it or not, except fẹ́lò bàbá yóò kì í ṣe bàbá dáadáa, unless if that man himself fún rẹ̀ ni ò tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ ni ò lè fẹ́ rí àwọn ọmọ. But if he has the intention and the love of his children and you are the one refusing him, ìwọ kò máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún oníṣẹ́ jẹ ni. It's just going to be a waste of resources, your life, for the sake of the children. Some of you ẹ ti fẹ́ ya wèrè. Mo sọ iṣẹ́ tí mò ń ṣe níbí báyìí. Mo pàdé èèyàn kan. Mo rí ètò yẹ pé ó ní àwọn vulnerable children adults ni tó ń tọ́jú ọmọ mẹ́ta lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. 3 of them wọ́n ní LD. Woman yóò dẹ̀ jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ wọ́n wà involved in life àwọn ọmọ. Ó dẹ̀ ń ṣe Christianity. Ó fi Christianity ó fi hold on to it. Ó ní Jésù ní kò má jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ bí bàbá wọn. Ó dẹ̀ ń jẹ̀yà. Ó dẹ̀ ń suffer. Some of you are like that. Ẹ máa fìyà jẹra yín. In fact, ẹlòmíì yín nínú yín, you will refuse to remarry because you want to give your children all the best. I know. At the end of the day, these children will get married one day. One day they will demand to see their father because ìwọ ló jẹ́ kán rí bàbá wọn. All the children need both parents to go. má jẹ́ kí pain ẹ kó jẹ́ tàwọn ọmọ ẹ. Don't transfer the pain to these children. A child or children being trained, being nurtured with hatred, òun náà máa ní hatred nínú tó bá dàgbà. They become damaged adults. Ìkà máa wà nínú wọn because tẹ́ bá rí obìnrin tó máa ń bínú jù tó yẹ pé ìkà ni, they grow up without love. Irú àwọn ọmọ yẹn, because even some of you ẹ ti ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọbìnrin yín ní oró sí ọkùnrin. They tend to grow up to hate men. Please, can you mute? Everybody, please mute. Ẹ jẹ́ bá mi mute wọn. Jimmy and you understand? You're raising them with hatred, and so most of them, they grow up hating the opposite sex. Some of you ẹ ti kọ́ àwọn ọmọ yín obìnrin pé ọkùnrin ò dáa, gbogbo ẹ sá fọ́kùnrin, ìyà tí bàbá yín fi jẹ mí. Ẹ ti ń jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ yẹn hate ọkùnrin láti kékeré. Meanwhile, your own misfortune cannot be theirs. Iyabo Ojo said something in her last interview. They asked her, why did you allow your man to sit at your husband's at your child's wedding? She said because òun wò pé bí kí lẹ máa ń pè èpè ìdílé kí lẹ máa ń pè ní English no generational curse, that you know ìyá tóun kò sí ilé ọkọ, òun náà òun ò lọ ilé ọkọ, òun náà sí ilé ọkọ. You understand? Òun gbàdúrà kọ́ ọmọ òun wà ní ọkọ. So she feels she's the only one that can break that curse. And whatsoever, ṣé kò yẹ ọmọ yẹn pé bàbá ẹ̀ wà níjókòó, whether the man was present in the children's life or not. She made us believe that definitely the man was there. He might not be financially there. Who brought auntie down? Nobody brought you down, auntie. Bóyá network o. Kò sẹ́ni tó tani tó gbé yín bọ́lẹ̀ ní orí platform yìí. Kò sí o auntie, ó yẹ request padà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ auntie Júmi ẹ bá mi wò wọ́n àbí auntie Kemi ẹ bá mi wò wọ́n ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Network ló máa jẹ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá ń gbá auntie gòkè padà. Do you get me? Most of akini mo ń sọ lọ. Kìkì auntie tó mú dem vibrate. Network ni. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ó lè jẹ́ pé lóòótọ́ bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ò ní owó tó school tó fẹ́ rán àwọn ọmọ. Some of you ẹ̀ mọ̀ ọmọ lọ sí school tí ọkùnrin tẹ́ fi sílẹ̀ tí kò possible. Yeah, there is an actress and I'm not worried to say I am sorry, I might not mention her name, but we all know her. I have seen severally that anytime that boy is doing his birthday, the father will always write out and greet the son and say, it is your mother that is not allowing me to be in your life. Oh, we know her very well. You understand? He purposely left it out so that people will know that I've been trying to be in your life, but your mother has refused it. Yeah, and I can see that this year that the boy turned, is now becoming an adult. I can't see that man even wishing him any birthday again. That means you have destroyed that relationship between father and son forever. You understand? I am sorry. Some of you, the hatred you build in children. That actress I'm talking about now. Ọmọ ọkùnrin ni o. Ọmọ ọkùnrin ló fi hatred tọ́. Now, they said children naturally seek their identity. At the end of the day, ọmọ tó ṣe wàhálà fún láti ilẹ̀ tó fi gbogbo ara tó kó gbogbo ẹ̀mí sí tó ṣe iṣẹ́ 12 hours per one day 24 hours sí o fẹ́ kọ́ dìgbà one day wọ́n máa lọ wá bàbá wọn. Kò sí ẹni tí ò fẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé èmi náà ní bàbá. Ọmọ tí mò ń sọ tí actor yẹn ọmọ actress yẹn tí ìyá ẹ̀ ń lọ sí good school tó ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ fún. You will be surprised nígbà tí gbogbo ẹ̀rọ yẹn wá sọ pé ó ṣe jọ stepfather ó ṣe rí báyìí. One day he will go back to his father. Yeah, he is my father. One day unless tí o bá kí n ṣe pé bàbá yẹn ló bí àwọn ọmọ ṣe máa ń rí nìyẹn. Ní ọjọ́ kan wọ́n máa béèrè lóòótọ́ mo sọ pé ó ní àwọn bàbá kan àbí mo máa wò wọ́n ní wọn àìmọye ìlọ wedding kan sísítà mi wọ́n máa ń wò mí bíbá ìyá àǹtí yẹn ló gbọ́ gbogbo bùkátà ọmọ láti ilẹ̀ ọkọ ẹ̀ ò bá dá sí rí. At the end of the day ó kúkú wọ́n ṣọ sí ọkọ lọ́rùn wọ́n ṣọ sí, but at the end of the day ìwọ bàbá tó ò ṣe tó wá jẹ níjọ́ wedding níjọ́ ọkọ ẹ̀yẹ ọmọ ẹ̀ wọ́n máa fi hàn pé wọ́n dáṣọ sí ẹ lọ́rùn ni, no doubt about it, because you will not be free there. Ìwọ wọn máa rí bó ṣe rí àti lọ sáwọn wedding yẹn wàá ti mọ̀ dáadáa lára ọkùnrin yẹn. You will know that nobody has power tap to níbi ní pé 600 di power tap la ní kí ló dé ẹ bá power tap now lórí gbogbo ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ ń wò wáyé. Are we not making sense? Please power tap. Do you get me? At the end of the day, can believe me, ìwọ bàbá tó o fẹ́ tó o ṣe tó believe pé o máa jẹ o ò ní jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ on that day níjọ́ nǹkan ẹ̀yẹ wọ́n máa fi hàn pé wọ́n dáṣọ sí ẹ lọ́rùn ni, because even bí ọmọ yẹn gan fún ṣe máa pọ̀ ìyá ẹ̀ lé because ọmọ pé ìyá ló ṣe fóun wọ́n kàn máa fi ẹ́ decorate bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. So it is better for you, because tábà ṣe ń sọ ká máa rán yín létí. Don't think because children always seek they always seek for their identity, does that mean you should not do your part as a man? No. Even though like I said irú ọmọ yẹn tí bàbá yẹn ti ń kọ́ síta pé ìyá ẹ̀ ni ò jẹ́ wá rí ẹ o, ó ti ń jẹ́ kí gbogbo ayé mọ̀. Ọjọ́ kan bọ̀ ní ọjọ́ kan á lè sọ pé I did my best. I wanted to send you to the school that I can afford, but your mother feels she can do more than me and there was no way I could get involved. Do you understand? But there are some, if you have children and you live abroad here, I don't know of Nigeria, if you live abroad here and your partner, your ex is not allowing your life, you in their lives, you have the right for custody. You have the right to go to court and request for custody of those children, unless if there's an abuse going on and there's something and they won't allow those children to be in your lives, in your care. You won't have any custody at all. But without that, they tend to seek for their identity. And if you alienate the children from their fathers or their mothers, it has consequences. Ọmọ tó ò jẹ́ kó ní relationship pẹ̀lú bàbá ẹ̀, at the end of the day ẹ kàn rí pé kò ní fẹ́ ní nǹkan ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yìn kankan mọ́. It is unfair for anybody whatsoever. Wọ́n máa ṣèyàwó, wọ́n nídìí ìyá, wọ́n nídìí bàbá ń bẹ̀. Why are you not allowing them in their lives? Kí ló dé tó fẹ́ para ẹ ìwọ obìnrin lórí iṣẹ́ tó yẹ pé ọmọ tó yìí máa bèrè bàbá ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la? Ìwọ ọkùnrin kí ló dé tó mú ẹsẹ̀ ẹ sílẹ̀ pé o fẹ́ wà ní láìfà àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀? Gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ bá ń sọ pé bàbá ọmọ ló lọ òkè ògún lògún wẹ̀ bàbá ọmọ ló lọ ọmọ, òwe àtijọ́ ni. And believe me, these children know better. They know when you are in their lives. They know when you want to be in their lives. They know when you are playing pranks. They know who is doing what. In the home, even in married couple that are living well, the children knows better. It is very good to co-parent, no matter what. I talked about my colleague tí mo kò ṣiṣẹ́ ní Leicester, and ní every break àti lóhun àti partner òun àti ex ọ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ló jẹ lunch máa ní ex co-parenting. Kíá ó ti lọ kọ́ àwọn ọmọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀, wọ́n lè wà ń bẹ̀ for 1 week, òun náà gbà wọ́n á ṣe. Both of them, and I've always said it, nítorí bẹ́ẹ̀ sí together more does not mean the end of life for you people. Some of you, the ancient you tẹ́lẹ̀ fíìmù yìí tẹ́ bá rí bí mi dé ṣe ń ṣe, that is a typical woman with evil hearts. I know it is painful sometimes when you remember what men has done to you. Tani ò tí ì jẹ breakfast rí, tani ọkùnrin ò tí ì ṣe fún rí. When you think about it, I know it can be so painful. Ṣùgbọ́n ègún lẹ́lòmíì ló fi lórí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Ègún ayérayé. Ẹ ń jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ yín máa bú bàbá wọn. Ègún ni. Ègún ọjọ́ ọ̀la ni. It is not good. Ọmọ tó bá wo bàbá ẹ̀ tó ṣépè fún bàbá ẹ̀ àbí tó ṣépè fún ìyá ẹ̀, ègún yẹn ń bọ̀ lórí ìwọ ọkùnrin àbí obìnrin tó ṣe. Ẹ má ṣe, Ọlọ́run ò fẹ́. Story tí mo ní mo ṣe àyẹ̀dá pé mi ò sọ tán. The lady told me pé ìyá àwọn gangan ni ò jẹ́ kí bàbá àwọn ní relationship pẹ̀lú àwọn. Ṣé mo pé the lady said it pé I will rather not allow her sit on my wedding, but my father must sit there. At the end of the day, you will lose out. You will be a loser. Wàá wá gbogbo wàhálà ẹ níbo ló já sí. Ẹ wò Ìyábọ̀ Òjó lè ní people are applauding her. Kò ṣe pé mo ṣe tán. Like I said, ṣé mo pé òótọ́ ni bàbá àwọn ọmọ yẹn wà láì fún ọdẹ yẹn ni. Ó nígbà kan tó sunkún tó sọ pé òun mọ̀ ìyà tóun jẹ. Ṣùgbọ́n for the fact that ó mọ̀ pé ọjọ́ nǹkan ẹ̀yẹ ọmọ òun ni. And the father himself has been in touch with the children. Ó lè má ní owó. The man tó fi àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ tó fi ẹ́ sílẹ̀ ó lè jẹ́ kó ní owó ní period kan ni. Let's always have conversation when it comes to children, because ọjọ́ ọ̀la wọn ọwọ́ àwa méjèèjì ló wà. In as much as they need they require your own motherly role, so also they require the father's role too. Ìṣe ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n máa kọ́ àwọn ọmọ bàbá ò lè kọ́ wọn, ẹ̀kọ́ tí bàbá máa kọ́ wọn wọn ò lè gbà. In fact àwọn ọmọ máa ń bẹ̀rù bàbá wọn, àwọn ọmọ máa ń bẹ̀rù bàbá wọn jù yá lọ nígbà míì. For so many of us, when they just take us for granted, but when their fathers speak, wọ́n á gbọ̀n, wọ́n á mọ̀ pé daddy ti ń bọ̀ o. Mo rántí bàtà wà kékeré tó bá ti di 5 o'clock, my father worked with chevron, wọ́n máa tó dé ní 6 o'clock, tó bá di 5 o'clock báyìí gbogbo wa ti páàkì ara wa àti páàkì ọ̀pù wọn bí aláya wa rè, gbogbo wa ti ń gbọ̀n because àmọ̀pé dájú wa ò ní pẹ́ dé, gbogbo estate wa ni gbogbo àwọn bàbá yẹn ni ní satellite town. So it is always like that when fathers are involved in the children's lives. Allow them, except àwọn tó bá yẹ pé ẹ ti mọ̀ pé olóògùn bàbá ni o, mi ì sọ bàbá ní olóògógóró, mi ò sọ bàbá òṣì o. Ọkùnrin lè ṣe ṣìnà o tó bá ti ń tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tí ò dẹ̀ kórí burúkú ṣìnà ẹ̀ bá àwọn ọmọ. Some of you be in your home, àwọn ọmọ máa gbọ́ tẹ̀ ń bá girlfriend sọ̀rọ̀, èpè lọ́ máa ṣe fún un nígbẹ̀yìn, àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ máa hate yín ni. They tell their mothers wọ́n máa hate yín ni, and then you say àwọn ọ̀yá wọn ló ń kọ́, ọ̀yá àkọ́kọ́ ò kọ́ wọn sí yín o. They are not daft. When you know you have children at home, watch what you do. These children do not forget. They are not daft. But kàmáṣe ní tún ìmọ̀ tún wò sí. Fún ọkùnrin, be responsible in your homes. Take care of your children. For you women, tẹ́ bá fi ọkọ sílẹ̀, ẹ má bà yé àwọn ọmọ yín jẹ́. Let the children have access to their father. That's my small message tonight. Can I give myself an round of applause? And I allow everybody to talk. Ekale.
Yes. How are you?
Ekale, sir. Students. Oh yeah, go on, sir.
Yes, actually, co-parenting first of all, which is very, very important, and a lot of people have been rude. To just be warned, but we don't who are dead, obìnrin náà who are dead, and obìnrin you man they hardly forgive when they are done with it, man. They hardly forgive such a man, and forgiveness has to do with the grace of God. Ṣẹ́rí ọ̀rọ̀ tí à ń sọ yìí ó dá ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ilé ayé ọmọ ọmọ rú. ìbáṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yìí àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ilé àwọn òbí mi ṣẹ́rí tí obìnrin ṣe bó ṣe dára fóbìnrin ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọkùnrin ìdí tí wọ́n ṣe tí wọ́n ṣe kí ń fẹ́ràn kó dá fúnyàwó wọn jù wọ́n lọ kò ní gbogbo kíní bá nǹkan báyìí because tó bá dá fóbìnrin ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà tó dá fún ju ọkùnrin náà tóbìnrin bá kọ ọmọ sọ́dọ̀ ó máa fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ó dàbò àyàdé ọmọ ni ó dẹ̀ máa ń gbàgbé pé ọkùnrin náà ní pàtì ẹ̀ láti dé ìgbìmọ̀ ayé ẹ̀wọ̀n nídìí èyí obìnrin á ṣe everything láti prevent ọmọ ẹ̀ láti ní relationship pẹ̀lú bàbá tó bí tí ò mọ̀ pé oró burúkú ni òun ń pè ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn pàápàá wọ́n á yí orúkọ bàbá àwọn ọmọ yẹn padà sórúkọ bàbá tiwọn wọ́n á fi báyé àwọn ọmọ débi kó tó bá di ọjọ́ iwájú ìgbà tí wọ́n láti fi orúkọ bàbá yẹn bá dé tí wọ́n máa ní kí wọ́n lọ wọ́n á jẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí insurance affidavit oríṣiríṣi nǹkan kí wọ́n lè claim orúkọ bàbá yẹn padà ìyá náà lè má wá sí láyé mọ́ tí gbogbo kìíní àfi bàjẹ́ ẹ̀yin obìnrin ẹ nídìí láti bá a sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa ja ìjà ó láti fọ́ pátápátá sóyè yìí ó da ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdẹ irú àmì máa ń bring example kan èèyàn kan wá sí Amẹ́ríkà pẹ̀lú visa lottery ìgbà tí òun àti ìyàwó ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjà ní visa lottery yẹn dé ọgbọ́dẹ̀ wá gbéra ó lọ Amẹ́ríkà ó gbìyànjú àti tọ́jú ọgbọ́n kí á ní pé ọkọ ò lè pé kò gbọdọ̀ súnmọ́ ọmọ ọba jẹ́ ìdọ̀kẹ́kẹ́ ìjà ìṣàgbọ́gbọ́ ìjà yìí parí ó wá fẹ́ kó àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ wọlé wá fáìlì fún owó tí àbúkù ẹ̀ ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ó wá sẹ́ni lẹ́tà lọ. ìgbà tí wọ́n máa dé bá ṣe orúkọ yàtọ̀ sí orúkọ.
ó ti jẹ́ ìjọ orúkọ ni.
ó ti jẹ́ ìjọ orúkọ wọ́n wá ní kí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe DNA ṣe gbá ṣe àgbo ṣe kíní in fact ọwọ́ ọmọ yẹn fẹ́ lóṣù opportunity tí wọ́n ní ilé ayé nítorí pé ìjà tá ní parí lọ́jọ́ iwájú lóye tẹ́yìn obìnrin bá bínú ẹ̀ máa ń bínú àbíjù àtẹ̀yìn ọkùnrin náà ọmọkùnrin mi wà tẹ bá wò dáadáa ọkùnrin mi wà ọlọ́run ti dá ọkùnrin yẹn lọ àbímọ máa wò ọmọ yẹn náà wà ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ní ọ̀rọ̀ lóye yìí àbímọ máa wò ẹ̀yìn obìnrin mọ̀ wọn ọkùnrin tó jẹ́ pé àbímọ máa wò ní wọn ìfọ̀kẹ́ tó gbé ọmọ síta ẹ ti mọ̀ pé kò lè dẹni tẹ fẹ́ kò fi ọmọ kókò ní pé ẹ̀kẹ́lá ní kẹ́bí wọn kẹbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tọ́jú kọ́ yín ni àwọn obìnrin mọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń mọ ọmọ ọ̀tí làwọn tí ó ọkùnrin pé ìdí tí wàhálà yìí bá wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n máa ní kò tọ́jú ọmọ ìkọ́sẹ̀ yìí fúnra yìí ti mọ̀ gbà bí kò bá wò ní ìkọ́jọ́ ti fẹ́ yàgò wọ́n kan rí ó ti àbá náà mi ó fẹ́ yàgò kan kí ló ṣe ìyàwó mi kí ló ṣe ọmọ mi yẹn ó find out wọ́n wá làdílé wọ́n wá wò pé ó máa tọ́jú ọmọ tiẹ̀ my friend ó tọ́ra ẹ̀ ọlọ́jọ́ wájú and kò sí ìjà tá a lè jà tí cooperate tí wáyé we can cooperate without even talking to each other ọmọ ẹ ló fẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ mo fẹ́ bá ìsọ̀rọ̀ mo fẹ́ ní kọ̀kọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ mo bá gbé góòlù sí ti mo ní kọ̀kọ̀ ọmọ tèmi ni mo fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ but mo lè kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ mo lè wá sọ ìjọ rẹ̀ àdó máa ń léwu tí mo bá fẹ́ bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ because tí bá decide láti máa bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ kò sí ní aṣèwájú lóra wa lè máa wáyé ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà tó yẹ ní àti obìnrin mi tó bá fẹ́ cooperate pẹ̀lú ọkùnrin mójú kúrò lára ẹ̀ because ó tún wá ṣòro kó tún wá cooperate kí o wá ní ọkọ mi lé kó wá tún fi àyè gba ọmọ kó máa wá rojọ́ ẹbí ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀ because àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kó máa tún da ilé òògùn bóyá nǹkan tí mo sọ.
ó yé wa sà wípé some of nǹkan míì gbà míì tóbìnrin bá ti remarry ó máa ń difficult láti máa jẹ́ kí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni I understand.
because àwọn ọkùnrin mi mo fẹ́ tọ́ ọmọ ìyàwó mi gẹ́gẹ́ bí pé mo ń tọ́ ọmọ tèmi ọmọ yẹn lè wò pé òun ṣe kàfé fóun kó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé òun tọ́ sọ́nà mi á wá máa fi ẹjọ́ ọkọ ẹ̀ sùn àlè ìyá ẹ̀ because bàbá tiẹ̀ ti di àlè àmì bàbá tiẹ̀ ti di ẹ̀sìn yẹn nìyẹn á wá máa fi ẹjọ́ ọkọ yẹn sùn pé báyìí ló ṣe fún mi kíní ìyẹn máa ń dà lérú ọ̀tún ní bí wọ́n ṣe ń kọ́ńtró gbogbo kíní ìwọ̀ntúnwọ̀nsì ni ẹni obìnrin ẹ ṣe sùúrù honestly kò nídìí tí àyè tí ọ̀rọ̀ bá kún náà ní ẹ̀yìn àtọkùnrin kò ní tìkẹ́ lọ́kọ̀tì kẹlẹ́ bá ọ̀dà kọ̀ọ̀kan pé kí kọ́ọ̀tù bá èèyàn náà ló wà ní kọ́ọ̀tù máa bá yín dà ẹni yẹn ò lórí méjì jù yín lọ ẹni yẹn kò jẹ́ kó dá fún jù yín lọ.
Okay, sir. Ẹ ti bá ara ń dọ̀, sir.
Gbogbo wa lè jókòó ká yanjú ẹ̀.
And nobody dropped you, Archangel. Nobody dropped you. Tí dáàdi bá ti sọ tọ̀tọ̀.
Nǹkan tí mo rí sí nìyẹn and kí ọjọ́ èdè ṣe dáadáa kájọ tó mọ́ papọ̀.
Thank you so much.
Kò ní advice me, God bless you.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, sir. Okay. Okay.
I want to have 15 years and to God be the glory. I want to divide it, they want it to be a way. You know, the other thing, that's sorrow. Also, for you, a big mass of components, should you? If I can't break what you want to know, what you want irú sùúrù tí mo ní sí right now tí màá kọ́ wọ pé it's one of those things jẹ́ gbàgbé ẹ̀jàre ká ní mo ní irú sùúrù yẹn bá ẹ̀ bọ̀ because the blood in me ṣe mọ̀ ọmọ tó ṣe ìyá ọ̀gbọ̀n.
ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn ó dà pé wọ́n ní call anyway ó dà pé wọ́n ní call àti júmi ní call ok wọ́n ti padà ok à ń gbọ́ yín sà à ń gbọ́ yín mà.
ní àṣẹ rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn gbà yẹn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ṣì yàn yẹn ó sì ṣe nígbà yẹn tó pé mi irun bẹ́ẹ̀ but my own.
So you wouldn't have left your first marriage because of what happened at that time. That's what you're saying, yeah.
Because I did not even remarry. I have a boyfriend, I have a boyfriend that I'm going out with. Then after whatever. But what I'm saying is like, tèmi tó tún fi wá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ṣé mo ti fẹ́ mú bí kéèyàn fẹ́ pààyàn wá ṣé ẹ̀rọ pé mo sọ fún yín.
Bẹ́ẹ̀
lọ́dà lè ta wà lórí ọ̀dà láyé lórí káfí pé I have to run for my life which everybody all agree on it. But the only thing ni pé divorce ọ̀dà o. Torí ẹ̀ mo máa ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn sí ẹ̀wọ̀n àti àjọṣẹ́ṣẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀ mo sọ fún ìjọ yẹn tó bá jẹ́ torí owó ni ọmọ ìyá mi lọ bọ́ àìṣẹ́ kún iṣẹ́ ẹ̀.
À ń gbọ́ yín àgbọ́yé.
Kò wá ṣe kí ni kó o dúró kó o lè jẹun àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Ìdí tí mo fi sọ pé kó o dúró kó o lè jẹun ọmọ ni it takes the grace of God àti àjọpẹ́ for a single mother láti jẹun wọn. Ọlọ́ọ̀bá ń gbọ́.
Take the grace of God.
Kó o fún àwọn ọmọ ẹni thoroughly discipline. Ó máa lé àgàgà ní ìlú òyìnbó tá a wà yìí. Àgàgà ní ìlú òyìnbó it takes the grace of God láti lè enjoy àwọn ọmọ yẹn. Ṣé ìjọ tí o máa wò pé báwo ló fẹ́ lọ àgàgà wọn tó ṣe tó divorce wọn yàn like me. Nígbà tí mi àti bí o divorce wọn fún fáwọn ìwọ̀n believe up to today I'm still bearing my ex-husband's name. Àwọn èèyàn ọmọ mi kọ́ ni mọ́mí go and take it out. Mọ́mí nígbà tí mo ìṣòwò àwọn American passport náà ẹ̀ ọmọ òkú pẹ̀lú because ṣé àmọ̀ ọmọ wọn sọ fún àwọn ní divorce up to today tí wọ́n ṣe sọ yìí. And I don't care. Ó ti lé èèyàn sí Nàìjíríà wọn kan tó ń bímọ fún ṣẹ́ṣẹ́ṣẹ́ṣẹ́. I don't care. It's not my responsibility. That's his problem. The only thing tó mọ̀ ní pé wá bẹ àwọn èèyàn pé kọ́ bẹ̀ mí kí n divorce sí ó ń bá àwọn ọmọ mi and I said no I'm not gonna do it. Until mi ò wá lè sọ ti bá rẹ̀ ní tó ń mú mi tí mo wà please with it.
Princess Adébíyí.
Not fair èèyàn kí o tí mo mọ̀ pé this is the person tó pé ó lè àlejò rub hand to hand together. nígbà tí ó títọ̀ ló ní ṣẹlẹ̀ separation lè ní máa pẹ́ tí wọ́n á fi ṣe divorce náà láti go through government hearing. Last month ní tí ò bá ṣe ọlá ọlọ́ọ̀dẹ àti àjọkẹ́ wọn tí mo sọ ìkọ́ni máa máa sọ ó máa affect landlord tó bá ṣe nínú àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀ tiẹ̀ ló máa affect because wọ́n ti rí bàbá wọn ẹ̀jọ́ ti rántí ní láti school bóyá dáàdì ló wà lé ní o bóyá mọ́mì ló wà lé ní o bóyá fẹ́ lọ bì kan ní o mọ́mì bíìsì ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní o dáàdì have to take care bóyá mọ́ ẹ̀ dáàdì ṣe understand kó wá ní pé ìwọ
nìkan.
bọ̀tọ́ náà fún àmá mi kẹ́ nígbà àtọ̀dọ̀ mi ó wá ní pé ìwọ nìkan ló máa gbé wọn lọ sí school ló máa ṣe gbá and I did that for so many years àti àjọkẹ́ but when I want to go back to school I said I cannot do this by myself anymore but this man don't want to turn up to help me with whatever cash pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ mi and I said you know what I can't do this anymore feeding do this and I want to go back to school to have kini normal life and be kini better life for myself because of my kids so I have to like okay think my shit and somebody there that likes me is a attorney he said go to court you don't need to pay for someone just go to court that I cannot be doing only this by myself after 5 years doing this by yourself go to court this is the country that law have to help so I don't know I went to court and they said okay they invited him and they said okay they sat both of us in the table I said I don't want to like go King Joan in the bar I don't want that yeah this is what I thought I said I want to purposely because of what purposely because of my children and I said okay you know you see him oh she affect her money my last baby she's 26 but oh she affected but for me to tell affected for me nítorí pé ìgbà yẹn ní nígbà òkè kan tí mo fẹ́ ní ẹ̀ you are not doing anything this guy I have to pay the house rent bill then we are in apartment I have to do this I have to do that by myself with my mom's and my brothers was all my brothers both of them everyone all of my family one group team before yẹn but the only thing ni pé to pay our money because kékeré yẹn ṣe wò ó wá ní pé ìbùbọ̀ ọkùnrin mi tọkùnrin bá wá bóyá ọkùnrin wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni you will see it in their eyes you know because that's not their dad ẹ̀mọ̀ àwọn olóyìnbó that is not their dad you can't even tell them to call them dad they will say he is not my dad uncle ni ló ń pè ọkọ ìyá wọn so ẹ̀mọ̀ we sat down around the table and they said they asked me what did I want I said they said okay they're going to take all the 5 years oúnjẹ àwọn ọmọ yẹn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta because gbogbo wọn gbà ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe wà minor àwọn máa gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ and I said no and the man was looking at me like this the attorney was looking at me he said why
Around
he's a white man I said because the reason why I don't want to do it is because of my kids and they said the little one she was like then she was like 7 or 8 that the little one that they have to take something for her she still needs something and they said okay they want to calculate the 5 years I said no okay let's start from this year but could you believe I said okay torí $150 máa yẹn ṣe ròyìn ó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ lè nílé
$150
in the month
what is the team lọ́sàn bí wọ́n tún restrict wa kí ni tíìmù tá a ṣe ń bí wèrè wà lórí mi ẹ jẹ́ ya máa sọ Yorùbá o.
ṣé ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ lè gbàgbọ́ pé because of that 150 gbà yẹn bí 150 or 120 ó sì máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó gbé wọn lọ court and I said that is not court that is because I want you to be there for my kids but nígbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ sùn wọ́n wá ní kí ni mo fẹ́ mo ní because I wanted to go back to school which is the main problem
ẹ jọ ẹ bá land up pẹ̀lú àti Jimmy so that ẹlòmí àyè sọ
so
ẹ
ó fẹ́ fàyọ ní pé ó èmi jẹ́ kó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ní báwo mo ṣe fẹ́ mo dẹ̀ fún ni mo ní kó máa wá gbé àwọn ọmọ lọ sùn
that's
ó máa
it
lọ gbé wọn
the part of their life.
Yeah, you have to be there for them. But guess what? Oh, my schedule is tomorrow. But the shit, you for me. But this is not that bad. If I not have a fresh wedding, it doesn't want to hold me. Nilara. Oh, for a family. I don't have a lady else with them. What do you want me? I want to talk to you. I know it's going to be hard. Go and live for you. That's that. What do you fair? What do I want daddy to be there for me?
At the end of the day.
Yes. What do you phone me? Phone me? I call him by myself. I say, I feel bad, so. Ọlọ́run ti ṣe àánú fáwọn méjèèjì. A máa tó di grandma, a máa tó grandma mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí crack joke because of ọmọbìnrin. Nothing kò yẹ kí n ṣe. Ọmọ ní a máa tó di grandma, a máa tó di grandpa. Lágbájá ti fẹ́ mọ́ kàn wá o. Àwọn ní òkè kí la máa ṣe, kí la máa ṣe, kí la máa ṣe. At the end of the day, ó gbé wa sórí kí ni this man did not turn up.
But at the end, what we want to just get out of it is that at least you call for the sake of the children. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn náà dẹ̀ béèrè, ọmọ béèrè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. All right, ẹ ṣe gan sis. All right. Mm. 100%. No, the last time tí bàbá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ he said it there ó ní ọmọ yìí ó dárúkọ ẹ̀ ó ní mo fẹ́ wà ní láìfẹ́ o online ó kọ́ síbẹ̀ gàdàgbà ni but your mom is not allowing me to be in your life.
Which is very bad. Because ọkùnrin lọ́mọ yẹn náà kí lè gbé sínú ayé àwọn ọmọ wa ẹ má jẹ́ àgbìn kankan gbogbo kan tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn aláríra wa tá a fẹ́ra wọn wa àwọn ọmọ yóò sì bẹ́ẹ̀ gbà tá a ríra wa tá a fẹ́ra wa ká má jẹ́ kí tiwa kó fi balẹ̀ ayé àwọn wa jẹ́.
Thank you very much sis, thanks for sharing your own experience. Auntie Ruth, thank you. Good evening ma'am.
My contribution might be a little bit uncomfortable and not sit well with some women. But I'm going to speak from a professional
perspective.
And every day, anyone that knows me, I'm a die-hard supporter of women and children. So today, we have to tell ourselves the hard truth.
Please go on, Mama.
Now, let's start like this. I always say to women, today, and please, if you have a partner that does not want to be in the children's life,
sorry, if anybody want to come up, I can go down and bring them up. So
okay. Let me go down. Let me bring you. All right, thanks, sir. All right.
If you've got a partner, I want to put it out here before I start. That has made it clear that it
Madam, say you back on in.
No one is English say John to be alone because àwọn tó wà ní ìta níbi àwọn tó wà lórí YouTube bíbí báyìí wọ́n sọ gan pé wọ́n ní ká sọ òyìnbó gan náà ń béèrè so ẹjọ.
Sometimes I'm not.
Please go on with your English, please, because we have a lot of people, audience here that want us to speak in English. Please go on.
So, if you have a partner that has made it clear to you,
I just want everybody to be comfortable with any language you want to speak. But when you're free, not to hear you, but all right, go on.
If you have a partner that has made it clear to you that they don't want to be in the life of your child, I am not speaking to you. This message is not for you. You can listen for somebody else, but this particular message is not for you. Maybe another day we'll talk about partners like that. Now back to the main topic. If you have a partner that has cried, if you have a partner that has tried their best and they want to be involved in your children's life, and you as a woman, because of your personal hatred and whatever has happened in the past, you do stop that man. I bring you good news today. You are shooting yourself in the foot. And I'm going to tell you something. We need to be very, very honest with ourselves. In as much as we are mothers, we want to do everything for these children. It gets to this stage in a boy's child's life, whether you like it or not, if you feel you're a strong woman, just listen to me. It gets to a stage in a boy child's life, they need their fathers. Do you want me to repeat myself?
Good.
They need their fathers.
Mr. Gold wọlé àtẹ̀kọ́ kan sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Ẹjọ́ drop tẹ́bà. When you come up, please mute because we are learning. Ẹjọ́ sà.
Especially from the ages of 10 to 18, they need a male role model to look up to, especially the ones that live abroad. I cannot tell you the amount of cases I have done. And when I start to critically analyze a child, since you understand what I'm saying, we start from the family background. And most of these children that are messing up today, they come from dysfunctional families where two adults are behaving like children. They come from families where two adults have refused to act like adults. Put away whatever is between you. The role between us now is to raise well brought up children in a good and conducive environment so that they become productive adults and we will both benefit from it. Nobody, I tell people, when I'm dealing with a family that is going through divorce or about to go through divorce, the first thing I say to you, I put the child first. You are both adults, and I believe that whatever decision you take as an adult, you will bear the consequences. And and so I always say, before you go into divorce, can we put everything on the table? Is there no way we can try and salvage this marriage? Not because of you, but because of the children you have brought into this situation. And when we cannot salvage such situation, then we begin to speak about well-being of the children. The fact that two adults have decided to go their separate ways, even before we get to the stage of parenting, it affects the dynamics of the child's life. These are children that were used to waking up knowing daddy is in bed, he just got back from work. Then you're telling me they would wake up now and you have to plan visits for these children. Do you know what that does to their brain? These are children that were used to seeing you and your partner come into their school for school visit. Now you have to rotate it. For women that understand, some women believe that they can do it alone. And I always say, those that you see doing it alone, if they are honest with you, if they had a choice, they would let the man do it. They would let the man do it with them. As a woman, you need time to rest. You need time to relax and refresh. The end of a relationship is not the end of life. And that is why we have so many bitter women. Because you carry unnecessary burden that you could have shared with somebody. If these men are willing and they want to sit on a table and say, okay, this is how we are going to do it. Sometimes it might not go down well with you. Sometimes these men might not be financially on your level, but there are things you have to consider. Not everything is money, especially when you live abroad. You can seek for funds to balance up where the man is lacking. But if the man is intentional, is present, and he wants to be in this children's life, why not let them do it? So that and that is why when it comes to co-parenting, we are not on their level.
At all.
And we need to tell ourselves the truth. They will send up the children to the dad, and the woman can rest. Likewise, the man. We don't gain anything from being bitter. When you met your partner, these children were not there. Whatever destroyed that relationship had nothing to do with these innocent children. So why do they have to suffer for what has got nothing to do with them? into the judicial system, the justice system in the UK today, majority of the kids locked back now, they've got no fathers in their lives. Argue with me as much as you want. And when you speak to these children, it's so bad that some of these fathers, I've got a case that the father was staying just three streets away. He passes in front of that house every day.
So sad.
To go to work. And he just peeps to look at the children. He would not go in there just because the mom is still bitter.
Good.
Nobody said it's going to be easy. And that is why I always say to people, when you get to an age and you decide to have children, you better know what you're doing. When you're dating a man, sometimes it goes beyond going out, spending money. Look deep. Look deep at the kind of person you're dating. Because some men, they don't really send having children. So when you date a man like that, and the relationship breaks down, and the man decides not to have anything to do with the child, can I really blame the man? The signs were there. Raising children as a two-parent family, which we call we've got two active elder parents, it's such a struggle. Not to talk of having just one person do it. It is not good for your mental health as a woman.
100%.
And one thing we need to understand, these children would eventually look for their dad.
Peacemaker, please, will you please mute? I'm trying to mute you and I can't. All right, if I can't mute you, I'll just drop you. Go on.
These children would eventually look for their dad. I had a case I did about a year ago, about a child, a black immigrant child, that got into a fight and he nicked another child. Luckily for him, the child did not pass away. And I wondered that throughout visiting these people, I never saw a dad. And you could see that the mom was trying, but the woman was struggling. And that's why I keep hammering to women. If you've got the opportunity and you've got a male child, let this man come in. You can't do it alone with these boys.
Even with the female, dear sister. With the females.
You could see that the mom was struggling. Eventually, for all these boys caught hearing, she was always there alone with her friends. And one day I had the opportunity to speak to him after one of the court hearing. And this boy said to me that he wanted to speak to his dad. And I said to him, do you have a dad? He said, yes, he's got a dad. His dad lives outside London. In fact, the father was not aware of the situation of what was going on.
What was going on? Oh, God.
The mom kept it away, thinking she could handle it alone. We eventually got the dad, spoke to the dad, and I said to him, when was the last time you spoke to your dad? He said it was about 4 years ago. And this is a father that lives in the UK. To cut the long story short, this is a father that always wanted to be in his life. But because of the situation and the dynamics that led to the breakup with the mom stood her ground that she didn't want him there as children. But I say something to you today. The day that boy was being sentenced and the dad walked into the court, even before they read out his sentences, he broke down in tears.
Oh, God.
Something broke in that boy. He had not seen his father in 4 years. He had not spoken to the dad. And after he got his sentencing and everything, he was looking for a short period. He held onto the dad in the court.
Oh,
he
God.
was shaking. This is a boy that is known to be a very tough boy. His friends were shocked in the court to see this boy cry. So what do I say to you? If you've got the opportunity, let this man step in and relieve you of this stress. If you are stressing too much, I put it to you, your parenting cannot be 100%.
100.
It would be lacking. Life has always been like that. We would date, we would break up, we would divorce. But these children did not ask to be born. So when you bring these children here, be ready to sacrifice your pride. Because women, most times, it's all about the pride, the ego, the bitterness, the unforgiving spirit. And when you have all this, ask yourself, is it worth it? At the detriment of your children's future, at the detriment of your children's happiness. If they've got good fathers, it could be a terrible partner to you, but be a fantastic father to his children.
100.
Let's tell ourselves the truth.
Mm.
We are sick and tired of having immigrant children in the system, going in and out of the justice system. It's becoming a pandemic, and it's so shameful. And most of the time, it is always from single mothers' homes. It's a stigma if you do not know. I'm not speaking about Nigeria, I'm speaking about the UK. It's a stigma. How do you feel when you sit in court alone? When you know you can tell the dad, come and sit here. If you are allowed the dad, who knows? We might not have even gotten to that stage. There is just something about men. They understand these boys. There's just something about a good father. These children just want to be around them. They listen to them. Sometimes they are difficult. But these men, they know how to break into these boys. So please, it is difficult. I understand and I empathize with women. I understand these men can be all that. But if he has proven over time that he is more than happy and willing to help you and to be with you, to raise these children, please allow them. You and the man will eventually benefit from it. It might not be a smooth ride. These men can be funny and annoying. But always look at it that if not for my child, I would not tolerate you. Let me just tolerate you for my child. What happens to that? And tomorrow everybody will be okay. And we will get most of these kids out of the streets. How many kids do we see in the streets that have got a daddy and a mommy? That have got daddy and mommy at home. Majority of the cases we have, once you open the file and look, it's from a single mother. It's from a single parent. What is going on? What is going on? If the fathers want to be in their life, please, I'll leave it here for now. Allow them so that you can also rest, have a well-rounded life, and who knows, you can also date. The partner you date can never wear the shoes of their father. They rebel against your partners, and that's because they know they are not their father. So that is why, even when these partners come, your new boyfriend comes, and he wants to help you, these children make it difficult because they are telling you, this is not my dad. I want my dad. Even if you're not going to live under the same roof, I want my dad to always come around. And for men, please, I would round up by saying, you see that thing that Nigerian men say, oh, no matter where they go, they would always come back. Not now, not in 2026. Majority of these children, if you do not stay in their lives, I wish I could play what a lot of them say about their fathers. They don't even want to come close to you. They don't want to be identified with you. So do not let anybody fool you that if you don't sit down and do the work, you are going to build a relationship with them. It does not happen. And it would never happen. So please, even if you're moving on, always remember your child is somewhere and do your best. Let everyone know you have contributed your best. So that tomorrow you would be at peace knowing that I did my best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, sis. Thank you. I appreciate it. Before Auntie Ashabi, can we allow before Emmanuel Yenko, because we are one in the lower. Okay, about one baby. Okay. All right. Auntie Ashabi, it's more about my take time money. So Auntie Ashabi, that go want to sing the
Emmanuel on mute.
Emmanuel.
Yes,
Mr. Emmanuel Luku, Mr. Sholai Kabo, Mr. Emmanuel.
ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́mi nífẹ̀ẹ́ ní sọ ẹ̀yin ìyá mú blame jù.
Ẹ go on, sir.
Especially ìgbéyàwó tá a pàdé ìlú Èkó. Àwọn ni wọ́n máa sábà ní problem yẹn. Àwọn ìgbéyàwó tá a pàdé ìlú Èkó, àwọn ni wọ́n máa sábà ní problem yẹn. Kí àwọn obìnrin wọ́n máa wúra wọn pé àwọn ti kàwé lákàwé àkájù. Wọ́n fẹ́ máa challenge ọkọ. Ẹjọ́ obìnrin tí ò bá respect èèyàn, gbogbo nǹkan kò lè achieve ọlọ́mọ yẹn á sá fún yẹn o. Because ọkùnrin ọ̀ láìkí obìnrin tí ó máa yẹ̀yẹ́ tí ó máa yẹ̀yẹ́ tí ò respect ẹ̀. So ẹ̀yin ìyá wa ọwọ́ yín ló kù sí ló wà lọ́wọ́ o ọwọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ o.
Okay, mo fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín dádì lórí ọ̀rọ̀ respect. Mo mọ̀ pé a lot of marriages because tó bá ti gbé àwọn obìnrin wọ inú ìlú òyìnbó yìí wọ́n á ní wọ́n dé kò dèrè. I understand, but nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ béèrè nípa àwọn ọmọ ṣé torí pé ẹ̀yin àtìyàwó yín ò sí mọ́ ṣé ó yẹ kẹ́yìn náà máa wà ní life àwọn ọmọ yín ní owó ọ̀tí.
ok sísá mi tí wọ́n kú lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣe rí ní Yorùbá gidi o ọmọ olókèlè mi o àwọn ọmọ sọ pé àìlọ kóòtù ká tó dọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ o.
ẹ lọ kóòtù ká tó dọ̀rẹ́ mọ́.
ká tó dọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ àwọn Yorùbá mọ̀ sọ yẹn tó bá fi dídẹ́ bá ti mú tẹ́ẹ̀ lè yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lé láàrin mọ̀lẹ́bí yín tó fi di pé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ kóòtù àwọn ò fẹ́ mọ̀ bó ṣe jẹ́ o obìnrin tó gbé lọ kóòtù wọn máa sọ wọn máa kọ̀ǹpìnì obìnrin tó gbé lọ kóòtù.
ẹ mọ̀ pé nǹkan púpọ̀ lèyàn fi ń lọ kóòtù sá.
wọ́n sọ pé nípa márìjì nígbà tó máa wọn fẹ́ sí márìjì pé àwọn pe bàbá ẹ̀ wípé bàbá yẹn ò tún dá wọn lóhùn mọ bítánẹ̀sì bàbá yẹn nínú so.
ok ẹ má bínú sá so bitterness ni pé torí pé mo ti gbé yín lọ court rèé ok a lọ a divorce a divorce a lọ court náà ló máa yà wá náà ó ti yé yín tó bá dẹ̀ pé torí pé kẹlẹ̀ máa tọ́ ẹni sùúrù sá kẹlẹ̀ máa fún mi ní owó oúnjẹ lórí àwọn ọmọ àbí tí court máa determine ìgbà táwọn ọmọ màmá wá sọ́dọ̀ yín táwọn ọmọ màmá tèmi náà máa ní custody àwọn ọmọ a máa lọ court ó ti yé yín so court náà ló máa yanjú ẹ̀ fún wa so ìṣètò pé a ti wá jọ lọ court rí ni wípé ọmọ mi wá fẹ́ ṣe wedding mo wá pè yín ẹ wá náà ní wá ọmọ bíbí inú yín.
mọ bitterness ti ń bẹnu ẹni yẹn o mọ bitterness ti ń bẹnu ẹni yẹn tó náà bá yóò rí sọ ẹnìyàn.
awo aláta go and sleep jọ go on.
ẹnìyàn rí sọ sẹ́ẹ̀rí mo ẹ̀sì mi African American woman ẹ̀sì mi ó sọ̀rọ̀ fún mi sẹ́ẹ̀rí pẹ̀lú bí máa yẹn runaway gidi kí ló máa ní runaway gidi.
Thank you, Awo Alata, my brother. Thank you.
Go on, sir. Àmọ́ kódà kò sí pé ọlọ́pàá bá wọn dá sí àbí kóòtù kan bá wọn dá sí. Ó ní Emmanuel, ó ní I can't force him to take care of his kids. Ó ní tó bá fẹ́ kó tọ́jú wọn, tó bá fẹ́ kó má tọ́jú wọn. Ẹgbẹ́ tèmi, tó bá fẹ́ kó tọ́jú, tó bá fẹ́ kó má kọ́, ó ní òun lè force ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run àwọn ọmọ yẹn wọ́n ti dàgbà nísìn Ọlọ́run kódà kò kú pé mo fẹ́ máa jẹ́ wọ́n bá mi gba child support ó ní I can't force someone to take care of his child ẹ̀yẹ́ tì mí tí ọkùnrin yẹn bá ṣe wèrè tí ẹ bá ṣe wèrè o obìnrin wa ṣe nǹkan ó ṣe bá ń ṣe ìwọ náà step up pé jẹ́mi náà ṣe nǹkan lára àwọn ọmọ yìí yẹ́mi náà máa tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ yìí àmọ́ tó bá fi di pé ọkọ̀tù kódà kó jẹ́ £50 àbí $50 ní ìjọba ń gbà fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ mọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Yorùbá ó túmọ̀ sí nǹkan mi kóòtù yẹn Yorùbá àwọn ẹ̀fẹ́ gbọ́ pé kóòtù.
But ẹni sùn ṣé mo pé tó pé ìlú òyìnbó lẹ́yìn wa ẹ dey understand reason tí èèyàn fi ń lọ court ní Nàìjíríà máa ní àkíndé kóòtù dọ̀ rẹ̀ padà but níbi báyìí kóòtù ló lè bá wa yanjú owó tẹ máa fáwọn ọmọ bí ṣe máa kó àwọn ọmọ lẹ̀kẹ́ iná lè ráyè máa ráwọn ọmọ yín ní gbogbo ìgbà.
There's a better way láti yanjú ẹ̀.
There's no better way. No.
Kò sí bá ṣe wà nílùú òyìnbó tá a wà yìí. Yóò ní ẹni tẹ́ ẹ tijú. Yóò ní ẹni tí ọkọ yín náà tijú. Yóò ní ọkọ yín tẹ́ ọkọ yín lè jókòó lé bẹ́ẹ̀ èèyàn ní wà. Èèyàn ní wà.
Okay. Ẹni sùúrù Mr. Ṣọlá jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ tán nobody should disturb anybody ẹjọ́ jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ tán ẹjọ́. Okay, so nǹkan tẹ̀yìn sọ ti yín wípé yín tó tì bá ti gbé yín lọ kóòtù báyìí ẹ ní ìkọ̀kọ̀ ṣe pẹ̀lú òun àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀wọ̀n láyé tẹ máa fi.
Ẹlòmíì lè mú bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Ẹlòmíì lè mú bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ ṣe sà.
Ẹlòmíì lè mú bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Okay, all right sir.
Ẹlòmíì lè mú bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ẹni ọkùnrin yẹn kọjá bọ́lá tọ̀run. Bọ́lá tọ̀run ó lẹ́bí.
Ó lẹ́bí.
Ó lẹ́bí. Yóò dẹ̀ ní ẹni tí ẹni fẹjọ́ ẹ̀sùn ní ẹbí. Sẹ́rí family sẹ́rí báwọn ṣe ń ṣe family tàwa ó yàtọ̀ sí bí àwọn
òyìnbó
ṣe ń ṣe family ó yàtọ̀. Òyìnbó wọn pàdé ara wọn ni o òyìnbó pàdé ara wọn lójú títì ni o wọn pàdé ara wọn lójú títì àti skul wọn ti pàdé ara wọn tí wọn ti fẹ́ra wọn. Tí ọba dẹ̀ ṣe mọ́ everybody go his way bí kóòtù ni ọba wọn bí ó tún wọn ká ni kóòtù ó tún wọn ká bàtà wà. Ìgbéyàwó kìí ṣe ìgbéyàwó tàwa ọkọjá ṣẹ́gbọ́n mi madam ìgbéyàwó wa ọkọjá èmi àti obìnrin kan pàdé ara wa ń fẹ́ra wa o mọ̀lẹ́bí ló máa ń fẹ́ra wọn o mọ̀lẹ́bí ló máa ń fẹ́ra wọn. So there's a better way.
All right, sir. Ẹ ṣé sir. Ẹ jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ẹ ti land sir.
Mo ti láǹdì àgbéra wa lọ kóòtù yẹn.
Ẹ̀yin ò believe in court so tó bá ti di pé ẹni sùgbọ́n ẹ̀yẹ́ kì í conclude pẹ̀lú wọn kọ́ lè drop àwọn kẹ́lòmí lè gùnkè so dáàdì wa ti sọ pé ẹni tó bá ti gbé àwọn lọ kóòtù o ayé ọmọ ẹ o òkú ọmọ ẹ o ọwọ́ ẹ ló wà àbí ẹ ṣé sir ẹ ṣé all right next person. Tani next person àǹtí kí ni tani next person ẹ jọ. Oh yeah, go on. Go on.
No, I can't tell what they were trying. Okay, you know what, Mr. Shola, what happened? Office.
Hey, give Mr. Shola sọ̀rọ̀ before I can hear you, Mr. Shola.
Why after you? And Shola come.
So that mo fẹ́ pick àkọ́tí ọkùnrin yẹn sọ máa fi sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé tí nǹkan tó ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ìlú gbọ̀ngàn ni? And the question is ẹni tó bá ti ṣe ibi tó bá wà nínú ṣú yẹn.
Big Bolaji, come up.
He's going to be in better position than the person.
Yes, sir.
Me, I want to talk from my own perspective.
Yes, sir.
And it happened to me twice.
And no, ó dà pé àǹtí kìíní ni everybody any say go on.
So, Sherry, I also disagree with whatever happened between
Mr. Bolaji ẹ request máa gbé yín gòkè tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ tán ẹ jọ̀ọ́. All right. Thank you, Awo Alata. Good night. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you, bro.
Whatever happened, my own stand me here. When I was in school, I didn't have decision, whatever decision, she understand. So, girlfriend, girlfriend, I'm actually but I was in school. When I was in secondary school, I think 1989 stroke 90 sha. So my graduation school sha, only Shelly. She understand.
Thank you.
Shelly story pay anything I do one girlfriend almost back first class of back.
Big Bolaji, please can you mute? One mute here, two mute, please.
First class of back.
No, don't drop her because she wants to share a story, please.
You understand? Especially, I'm not talking, so sorry. Only like the fair one. Maybe because you know, I came from the government, and at the end of the day, what was 6 months, our parents in Mide. So, I know the part of my head, but 3 months, let me see 6 months, but basically, one drop when the people will frame me. When Shelly could tell me, Modela to be sharing, what do I your mommy? I'm like, why? Only because no, I didn't come from a rich family, blah 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 blah. I'm immediately. So, God, my parents me won't look after. My stepmother, oh my animal, she aware me of recent money more than Nigeria. It's 33 years now. I call me England. And me at sorrow, but my own community per year. And that very day, she was there at the one venue. In your wedding. She understand. Me, Jackie Koto Shelley, it's a lot of story. Could I check with your money? Over from Mide. But I won't be like. But when look, after 11 years, when America was Padawa, and that time, if you know, alone to bless me, Mom will wait, she. I'm a girl, I salon, I'm beginning, I'm Cherry, but I'm not going to let you oṣù mẹ́fà yẹn ẹ mọ ọmọ oṣù mẹ́fà oṣù ọmọ that thing is in my mentality but me jẹ́ kó affect ọmọ yẹn. The boy who is with me here mo wá sí àjọ wa ni àjọ lọlé lọ ṣèyàwó ni òun náà join wa mi jẹ́ kí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà yẹn affect life ọmọ yẹn so mo ṣe láti kọ́kọ́ disagree wọ́n yẹn mo kí nígbà yẹn ọmọ yìí kì í ṣe ni wa let me just put it that way ṣe mo dúró mo lè tọ́ ọmọ yẹn tó fi ṣèyàwó ní June tó kọjá ló ṣèyàwó now kí wọ́n padà sí ti UK tí mo sẹ́ pé ìyẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣe mo nígbà yẹn mo lágbára now in UK ó tún ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi yẹn tí mo fẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́sán lẹ́ẹ̀kan Naija style ló jẹ́ kí n wọlé pé ṣé ní àwọn obìnrin kan wà tẹ́ pé they are just wicked and most of ọkùnrin tá a bá ń go through all this kind of thing
ẹ lè sọ síta.
Yes wọ́n àti ìrìn àánú ẹ̀ bá sọ síta they don't care about me much you know ẹ̀ bá sọ síta but nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà mi jẹ́ kó affect àwọn ọmọ yẹn àwọn ọmọ yẹn nǹkan ló máa ń drop wọn lé nínú ìsìn when I have another wife ìyá wọn mi jẹ́ kí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi torí ètè mi nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní time yẹn because she's desperately looking for paper she understand.
Yes, sir.
Àwọn ọ̀lẹ́ yes nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa ní tiwa àwọn àbí wà tó máa wá lépa àwọn lè ní kọkùnrin máa lọ sọ́run wọn care they just want to have it she understand àlọ court láwọn òfin because wọn bó ṣe wọlé she came with àbúrò yẹmọ̀gbọ́n nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ but instead for her to calm down she bang back to me she understand pé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ gbogbo máa ń kọ́ra wọn kó wá sọkùnrin wá lọ́kùnrin yẹn jáde ni wá sọ rẹ ní single daddy ní gbogbo all this bullshit jerry nǹkan tí tó ṣàfojú mi rí ló lọ yẹn but because of the love of the children wọ́n rí nínú gbogbo yẹn pé but àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ náà láìkẹ́ she just don't want to see me òyìnbó tó ń sọ títí tán kọ́ lẹ́yìn yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ máa ń ṣàjọ máa kọ gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn wọ́n á bí pé why but àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ fẹ́ máa rí ó nínú ó ṣàǹsùnkún wèrè kan at the end of the day kì í má fọ̀rọ̀ gùn wọ́n rò pé kí la máa ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ní gbèrò àdéhùn jẹ́rí láftà àtúnṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ó padà tó lọ sí wọlé pé ọlọ́pàá padà wá lé mi síta. Yes ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ ọlọ́pàá lù yìí nǹkan tó ó wáyé àwọn jẹ̀bi ó jàre wọn á kọ́kọ́ ní ọkùnrin jáde. Àwọn tó ṣe mọ̀ pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n padà wá discover yìí pé she desperate wọ́n kọ́ kíní kan wọ́n ní she's makeup náà lo òyìnbó táwọn ọlọ́pàá lò nìyẹn. Bí ẹ̀ mọ̀ tó mọ makeup pé kò yẹ pé kí wọ́n máa kọ́.
Ó kọ́ makeup ni making up stories.
Yes ìgbà táwọn ọlọ́pàá wá sí sitting yẹn mọ́ in the sitting of Kamarojọ wèrè tó máa ń rò ní social kìíní àwọn ọlọ́pàá wá mọ́. Now the social have to decide pé kí la máa ṣe àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ náà fẹ́ rí kò jẹ́ kí n rí wọn. Tí wọ́n ọmọ ẹ̀ tí wọ́n jáde ibi iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ wọ́n ti lé mi kú ni wọ́n máa ń lọ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe é bíi pé èèyàn ti kú ṣe mọ̀ bí èèyàn ti kú kẹ́ bá pa kókó padà wálé kẹ́ máa lọ ojú àwọn ọmọ yín but you don't have access to them.
Ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé náà nìyẹn wọ́n máa tún parọ́ obìnrin mi àtúnparọ́ fáwọn ọmọ pé bàbá wọn ti kú.
Wọ́n ní ká pàdé ká náà ọmọ yẹn because ẹ̀sùn tó fi kàn mí tó ṣe tó fi lé mi jáde ni pé olùmí mọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ lọ sọ ọkọ̀ àgídì mi ló tó ọ̀pá 20 mo ní kí wọ́n ní pé pdf mo ní kí wọ́n pè bẹ́ẹ̀ ìkọ́ ló fi kàn mí nìyẹn. Wọ́n ti fẹ́ lé mi tó ti fẹ́ lé mi jáde tí pẹ́ẹ́pẹ́ kò ṣẹlẹ̀ rárá ọlọ́pàá máa ṣe ó lè dé kó ṣe kíní kan ọlọ́pàá wọn ò pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ at the end of the day wọ́n ṣe fáìndé wọn ni pé
irọ́ ló pamọ́ yín
wọ́n máa fi orí ẹ̀sùn bóyá ọkàn yàn nílùú yìí
ẹ̀sùn ńlá ni
fídò wọ́n gbà tó máa ṣèwádìí tó ń ṣèwádìí wọ́n go round lọ́kọ́ ṣe ti religion wise torí Christian ni Muslim wọ́n rí pé rọ́ so ibi tí mò ń lọ ni pé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà ṣé mo fi children have not to be wọn kò yẹ kó jẹ́ victim tí ọkùnrin àti obìnrin bá ń jà bọ́ she know what she's up to ó wá padà wọ́n ní kó máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ̀ èmi náà yí pé èmi náà mi ní forgive ẹ̀ ṣé máa jẹ́ kó lé mi kó lára mọ̀ mi ṣe kọ́kọ́ fún ẹ̀ náà because she's looking desperate for paper ọmọ tẹ́pẹ́ tó bá kọ́ ló mọ̀ ṣé wàá rí kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa sunkún tó ọkùnrin nobody cares about you ẹ kọ́kọ́ lọ́mọ yẹn ọ̀ pé ṣé torí obìnrin ló ṣe wá ń kà mí tó lọ́wọ́ pé kí ló ti mìíràn àwọn ọmọ mi tí wọ́n á tó bẹ díẹ̀ sàn án tó ṣe àmọ́ tó pè but you cannot just say hold it so at the end of the day ìgbà tí kéèsì yẹn lọ tán àwọn ọlọ́pàá wá padà wá pẹ̀lú find this one this is a story of my life wọ́n ní kọ́ ọlọ́pàá padà wá pé inú àwọn orí kankan pé àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ mi dáadáa ládùúgbò ṣé mo dey go round police here they are not just like Nigeria police they go round they take information about you wọ́n go round ṣé mo understand but àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣì kéré they are 8, 3 and 4 wọ́n lè wà limited wọ́n máa ń sọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ but when táwọn obìnrin bá mọ ibi tó ń lọ pé ó ṣàfẹ́ ṣìkà fún ẹ ó máa wà ṣé understand at the end of the day mi padà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ yẹn pé ok now ló tó wá decide pé kí n padà lọlé
Don't repay more ring or consume of one to let me die. I want to find this. Then I should go back home. No, I'm not going back home. Because can much let all of our color me daddy. I'm on social only pay can take a walk. When I take a walk, so to our father, I can come. But tell my help me. I have a canny suru. But when you know Mama Jack and Ferramo, at the end of the day, you to my dear Okunrin now, Mommy. Who must first try to pay. Who must not put your I want daddy. Someone go, Mamma, why told the calling? I'm a give a ski so rich. She didn't got on what pariton. Timusa put me lolly. No. Tomatic fate, my feel around my betches or she will just give silly excuse. 1 kilo of Jason. At the end of the day, 1 kilo of money, no. Timba Pelejo. She understand. My own palace, the problem, but because of the children, white, I'm more about the white man, the more to man, no feel it. She look at all the money, to all what I need to film around my head. More Panamara, but don't think that, but don't think wait 10, 11, 12. My lord didn't want the secondary school, marry one. Chemo, come and collect at the school, whatever, no problem, Chemo, the right to primary school.
Of course, 100%.
Yes. And to back home, school, school, the case is finished. Only kilometer per hour, secondary school, the same information, same to secondary school. When they go to secondary school, she started the story again. Secondary school, you have to show love to these children. But I'm going to look at our share. Our loss is court, but all of is equivalent to something. But the only problem it should not affect the children.
God bless you.
They are well grown, 18 and 19.
Imagine.
That's why the fact I married.
Wow.
Imagine in the bill of court. I think you might share told me you will not even remember me.
Because despite gbogbo ṣe ń wùwà ẹ̀yin wà ní life àwọn ọmọ yẹn ẹ dẹ̀ ń show wípé ẹ fẹ́ wà ní life wọn.
Ṣé rí àwọn ọkùnrin kan wà wọ́n sọ fún yín tó máa ń wúyọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ orú àwọn ọmọ yẹn lára àyà wọn. They should not be a victim. Ó yẹ kó àwọn ọmọ yẹn máa jẹ́ victim. Because mi ṣe àgbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bàbá tó sọ̀rọ̀ nísìnyí.
Àti bàbá yẹn ọmọ Yorùbá kan pàǹgẹ́lẹ́ ni wọ́n ti kú Nàìjíríà àwọn ti kú.
Ṣé rí bá ti mú àwọn yẹn wá sáyé wọ́n yẹ pé tó fẹ́ràn ọmọ ṣe understand oríṣiríṣi ọkùnrin ló wà tó jẹ́ pé but me mo dúró àwọn sọ̀rọ̀ rí pé ọ̀bọ yìí mo dúró àwọn ọmọ yẹn ní ìsìn yìí I'm telling you kò síjọ́ kan kí obìnrin wá nípa láti school máa dé wálé wọ́n máa jẹ wọ́n máa ṣe pé olú máa drop wọn ṣe understand we should not come out from their life kò sí nǹkan kan tó gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ because tó bá ti padà lẹ́yìn àwọn ọmọ yẹn tẹ́ bá ṣe gbogbo òyìnbó tẹ́ gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ sọ Yorùbá tẹ́ kó tì yẹn he works in Nigeria but he be tó bá tó time àwọn yẹn náà they will do the same thing to you but èmi submission mi ni pé kò sí bó ṣe lè ṣẹlẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tó máa fẹ́ ṣe anything ní school kò ní sọ fún mi school máa send email sí mi ṣe get àǹtí
yes sir à ń gbọ́ yìí sir.
yes now mo lọ bá wọn sùn pé ṣé mo kò ní forúkọ mi sí ogbó kíní wọn èmi mo sign passport wọn gbà tó máa dé mi ìfojú rí báyìí mo kọ lẹ́tà tó mọ́ ọ́fíìsì wọ́n send mi ní gbogbo copy. That is active finance. You understand? You both are active, but what I'm being share, to my own submission, I just we are not a good parent. Or anything that you learn in our you mean, sharing respect, you man, all respect they pay. Jokon, can source in more to funny. Oh, my time, my wager. Oh, not to be married. Concutos or not one go, one to my wager. Ó lọ pa internet mọ́ lójú ẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ tó bá fi lè pa internet mọ́ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ lójú ẹ mọ̀ bíi pé ẹ pa life wọn.
àwọn àgbàlagbà ń kọ́.
àbíkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni àwọn ọmọ 18-19 kí ló lè ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n lọ sí shopping ó lè pé ẹ mọ̀ pé ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ò lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún wọn ó wá ra nǹkan fún àwọn ọmọ 19 ọmọ láti pé my daddy is richer than your husband. ẹ wò lágbèjì bí n ṣe bí àwọn yẹn pé àbúrò yín ta kókó ok bí àbáyé lọ sọ wọ internet pàtó nílé bá lo internet pa for 2 days ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ò kú sí bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa jẹ àjà ẹ̀pọ̀ ọkùnrin bá ní pé òun fẹ́ kó wá sọ́dọ̀ ọkùnrin kò lè tèpè 18 bá pè mí pé dáadáa pé mo ní mo fi kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ó ní oṣù àbẹ̀kú wa òun kí mo ní àkówá sí ibo rọ kó wá sílé tèmi ẹ máa yanjú ẹ̀ obìnrin yẹn ló wá sọ fún mi nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ mo fi rí true bí àwọn ṣe pè mí nìyẹn for the èmi ń gbé mi tiẹ̀ ní ọ̀bẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ó wá ní pé kinní kan ó ṣàṣọ story kan pẹ̀lú mi àwọn ọmọ yẹn sọ pé no nǹkan táwọn ṣe ló pa internet pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà mi ìjẹ́ kán rú sí àwọn I'm not listening to you you don't need to go back to your mom.
Thank you, sir.
tó bá ti jẹ́ bàbá bẹ́ẹ̀ obìnrin náà respect pé àwọn yóò tiẹ̀ ó tiẹ̀ ẹ̀mọ̀ kò fàyè nonsense lẹ̀ kò ní máa tẹ̀lé ní problem so we should be very careful ní sáìtì mi ní mọ́tẹ́lómi
being in the lives of
ṣé máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ọlọ́run kò ní tẹ̀lé ẹ̀mí àti ẹ̀ ọmọ tábà pàdé bẹ́ẹ̀ àmàlẹ́ ń pa àwọn ọ̀la rí tábà wà ní community party tí a bá máa pàdé ẹ máa ẹ nílò ìbò ọmọ wà láàrin wa rí kò ní lójú sí mi èmi kò ní lẹ́la sí
ṣe rọra ṣe oníkálukú àwọn bá tiẹ̀ lọ kò sí jà.
ṣé láwọn ọmọ mi tó máa wá pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ọlọ́run bá ń bọ̀ èmi ọ̀dọ́ mi náà máa ń jókòó sí you understand ṣé yẹn bọ̀ kí wọ́n á jẹ́ bàbá tẹ́ pé mo máa ń fi yẹ jẹ àwọn ọmọ yẹn máa wọ́n kọ́ tó mọ tẹ́ tó wọn bá ti tó wọn yín kí ni bá rúdù sí mi tó jọ mọ̀ yàn ìyá fẹ́ lè lọ wọnú ṣáálá ìyá fẹ́ lọ kú tó wọn bá rúdù sí ẹ àgbẹ̀ ọkùnrin àláìkẹ́.
ẹlòmíì ọmọ ẹ máa rí báyìí kò ní kí
ó máa dùn ẹ́ ní ìfi àyẹ́ lẹ̀ tó àwọn ẹni tó bá jọ pàdé community party ní community rà àwọn ọmọ mi ọ̀dọ́ mi náà máa jókòó sí wọn á fi ìyá wọn lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọkọ ẹ̀ so èmi ò agree pẹ̀lú pé tábà ti ń jà àjọ ó normal but àwọn ọmọ yẹn they should not be a victim I don't like it.
Thank you, sir.
bí mi táwọn èèyàn máa ń ṣe pé kí ló kọ́ ọmọ pẹ̀lú wa so nílùú yìí ó yàtọ̀ Nigeria mentality ni gbogbo
bàbá yẹn
alọ́kọ̀ọ̀tù dáadáa alọ́kọ̀ọ̀tù àwọn alọ́kọ̀ọ̀tù.
kò tí ì yé dájú ni ó dà pé kò pẹ̀tọ́ nílùú ìbò ẹ ṣe gan ni thank you. Thank you.
àǹtí àjọkẹ́ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹ tó sọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan tí mo fẹ́ kí ẹ tó ń bá address ṣẹlẹ̀ ìlú àwọn ọkùnrin.
Ọlá I will bring you up. I know.
I'm telling you ọkùnrin we are going tó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn
domestic violence. Auntie Ruth, that's another topic that we have to treat another time. Men are going through it and they are not speaking out.
Yeah. When it happened to me, nobody listened to me. I mean, if I saw the morning in the end, it's only call. My vessel, I don't know, Kini, don't worry. At the end of the day, nobody allowed me to talk. So understand? Be a man, be a man. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí àìlè sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó máa ń jẹ́ kọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀lọ kó sẹ́nu train kó lọ kú tẹ́ bá ní wọ́n kó sẹ́nu train ẹlòmíì kú àgáwọn ìbò wọn kì í jẹ́ kán sọ̀rọ̀ ni wọn lọ́kọ̀ wá bí pé kí ni mo láìkì jù mo ní mo láìkì music wọ́n ní kí n máa lọ sáré wọ́pọ̀ nobody listening until tí nǹkan yẹn ò padà wá ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ even in the community wọ́n ti believe nǹkan tó sọ yẹn òun lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọkùnrin ti máa ń feel like kọ́ lọ para wọn àbí kán fi pè ẹlòmíì ẹlẹ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ lórí wheelchair ní kíní ẹ̀ máa rọ́kùnrin wọn ẹ tún sọ̀rọ̀ lára fún yẹn at the end of the day kí ni nǹkan tó máa fà tẹ́ pé ọmọdé máa tó hate bàbá ọmọdé bíi pé ó sọ lọ́dọ̀ fún àwọn yẹn but àwọn yẹn mọ nǹkan wọ́n ti ń dàgbà àgbà tí kí ni yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ and luckily for her bẹ́ẹ̀ hàn láìka ọkọ ẹ̀ wọn lè láìka ọkọ ẹ̀ torí pé bàbá ọkọ yẹn lè ṣe nǹkan táwọn ọmọ bàbá yẹn ń ṣe fún un so ẹ máa tún bá àdírẹ́sì yẹn nílùú yìí the way táwọn obìnrin kan ṣe máa ń ṣe sọ́kùnrin ó wà pathetic in most cases tẹ́ bá wo nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé àgbà ọtẹ́ pé pépà ni problem yẹn pépà yẹn náà nìsín anybody ti ní pépà yẹn nìsín but what of what the wound èmi as a person mi ní kọ́ fún yín bọ̀ èmi àti ẹ̀la ní problem ṣe understand ẹ bá address kìíní yẹn so that àwọn obìnrin òfin máa fi àjọ ọkùnrin tó di extent pé ó máa di pé ó máa lè that thing is too common ọ̀rẹ́ tó náà bá ti liberate pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ló máa mọ̀ but ká máa jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ ayé ìtọ́mọ to me I'm not part of that one it's not good tó ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi and the children can me lè fa ọmọ yẹn lè fún anything because tó bá ti wà ní láì fún ọwọ́ náà á jèrè ẹ̀ tó bá dàgbà.
gbàgbọ́ lọ ẹ ṣe sá.
èmi ti máa ń yòó náà ti máa ń yòó.
Thank you. That's the truth. Mo máa ń sọ kọ́kọ́ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin gbogbo tó bá ṣe fáwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ nísìn ọjọ́ alẹ́ ẹ̀ ló ń gbélẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó máa ń advice yín wípé ẹ tọ́jú ọjọ́ alẹ́ yín o ẹ lọ fẹ́ ìyàwó kan o ẹ lọ ṣe o àwọn ọmọ máa bàbá ìyá wọn nìkan ni o it is your attitude towards your children that your relationship between yourself and your children will determine what happens to you lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ that's it. Madam Aduke. Ẹ káalẹ́ ma. Mr. Ẹ káalẹ́ sir.
Nǹkan tí mi fẹ́ contribute more is nǹkan tí ọkùnrin yẹn sọ nípa ọkùnrin. Sharing problem tí àwọn ọkùnrin ní especially nílùú ní UK is that they cry to the wrong people. Ẹ máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀, ẹ máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ family. What is that? Go to the authority. there are some people that knows what they are doing. They know what you are feeling. They know how this thing. They know everything. They know who is manipulating things. By the time you tell them what you're going through, they know who is manipulating things. So, but the problem we have as Nigerian community is, the first person you want to call is your friend or your sister or something. They will just tell you, forget about those children, forget about this, move on with your life. But they don't see that you are going through a lot. And that's where the problem is. Then again, for our bearing, it's very, very hard. Yes, divorce is bad, is hard, is emotionally derailing. But the problem we have is we don't separate. This is my children. This is my partner that I've just divorced from. I'm about to go trading. I in one. I want my law against your career. Indirectly, you are actually dealing with your children as well, because by the time you are taking that advantage of not letting the father do what he's supposed to do in their life, you are dealing with them as well, emotionally, mentally. But we don't see it. I will do everything, and these children will know that I'm the one doing everything, and then they will love me and everything. They are seeing it. And I always say to people, let them see it. Don't tell them, let them see it. Let the man, like Auntie Konto sọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ pé ìgbà tí ọmọ wọn máa ṣe wedding, àwọn pé ọkọ àwọn sọ pé àmà tó di grandma o, kíní kan àti grandpa o, kíní kan wedding and everything. Simple about turn up. The girl can see. If my dad didn't turn up.
At least my mom tried calling. Yeah.
That is it. The girl can see. Kò sọ̀rọ̀ tó fẹ́ sọ fún ọmọ yà tó bá jọ ọmọ àlè tó tún máa sọ pé okay, mo tún fẹ́ ṣe kò mọ wà tó fẹ́ ṣe second wedding. My father has to be there. You can see. You can clearly see. But I always say, like, if the father is intentional, let him get involved.
That's it.
Don't always want to have everything in your head. Let him get involved. Yes, I know going to court sometimes in this country is very, very is normal, because everybody has to respect the mutual agreements. And court to my respect here. If you hate that person, you take.
No, daddy will understand. Don't have daddy bullshit.
Going to court is more like they write it in the paper and everybody follows what it
That's
says.
it.
So because sometimes they will discuss it between themselves. Okay, every month you'll be giving me £200, and they will not turn up 1 month, 5 months, they will not give it. So, but if it's the court that gave you that, you don't go say, "Joe, £200." It's as simple as that. So, court is not about court is for them to settle everything for us, and we both agree to the mutual agreement on the paper, and that is it. But women, please let us relax. Just relax. Divorce is not the end of the world. When somebody divorces you or you divorce somebody, you think about your children. They need this fatherly love as well. Just relax. If you put the relationship like hello baba, I want something, go and ask your dad. I want my need income. You might not even want to talk to the guy. You might just tell them, speak to your father. And when the father is not turning up, the children will be able to see. I asked my dad this, he didn't give me. I asked my dad that, he didn't give me. At that time, they can see. And that's why I always say, don't tell them, let them see. Push them to the man, let them see. Okay, you can have them for the weekend. And he's going, oh, I can't have them at all. I don't even want to see them in my house. They can see, they can hear it. Don't, a lot of us have ended up in a mental state. Just because
you want to do it alone. Thank you, Arike.
Yourself by trying to do it alone. Please, let these men do their job. If they can't do it, the children will be able to see. They will see. That's my own contribution.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Next. Next. I think she happened, Connie. Happy? Okay, you can go on before Archangel. You go on. That Archangel. Okay, what Archangel? I
came before him.
Because you are part of our family, that's right. Offering on you now. Yeah, okay, go on. Archangel.
Right. Well, this is a very interesting topic.
Yes,
and I give kudos to a ruthless Ruth. Even thought she's not a good person.
Ruthless.
Yes, yes. That's the impression I have on this one. But I'm impressed with your submission and it's very, very vital. But I will come from the perspective of both, right? More or less like a preventive measure. Preventive measure and also for intending couples. Maybe people who are here who are single, or even those of us who are married, or even those of us who are already in a situation where there is separation or there is divorce whatsoever. And if we can make something that we can maybe advise our own children going forward, so that all these things can stop. Well, I have a belief personally to me, because personally I have a belief which is when you go into marriage, as soon as you are moving into marriage, you should have the understanding that it is no longer about you. As a person, you should immediately get yourself, it is no longer about you. And you can even have a conversation with your couple, with your partner before you move that, when you go into marriage, you have kids, you should make it not you. Because when you still have that belief of me, I want to do this, I want to survive,
Yeah.
that mentality.
God bless you. Of our ọkùnrin. Ọmọ tó jayé máa jọgbọ̀n.
On both sides, that's from the male side, from the female side. You need to be selfless. Then prioritize the children. If both of you can have this thought or belief that you both agree to value children above everything, regarding yourself, regarding your partner, if you can value the children, there is nothing, because errors will happen in marriage. You are two different people coming together. You will offend one another. But in as much you see those children, you will look for ways to settle your disputes, so that you will do it for the sake of the children, for the mental health of those children. Even if you are co-parenting, you are the man, you are not in the same house with the mother. The stress of moving kids, you have to go and work with your dad this week. Oh, you will move again. Pack bag, pack clothes. You move again. You want to go and stay with our mom. Even when they are in those homes, those children are not free. Because when you remarry, they are looking at your partner. Your partner is strange to them. And there's no way your partner would want to love those children like their own.
100%.
And I think a lot of people mentioned it here, where you are seeing issues where they said, oh, my father is richer than you, your husband. How will children talk to that level? The question is not to ask, what will make those children have such a conversation? Because do you know what went in their mind before they even come out to tell you that? What those children have been piling up before they even come around and tell you that if you are with your husband, such a conversation can never happen. Do you understand? So I will speak much, but all I will say is, in everything we are doing, as soon as you are in marriage, think about the kids. Research, you can even go and fact check what I want to say now. Study has proven that a lot of children who are in demand homes, about over 80% of them come from single homes. And even worse, single mother. Those who are trained by single mother are even worse. Those kids are worse. They engage in criminality. I'm happy Madam Ruthless mentioned something in a particular incident of such. You can't train a child alone. Even father cannot train a child alone.
100%.
You can't, even as a father, you can't train them because the woman has a role too. Let me share an example. My wife went out, my kids are small. My wife went out for her own thing. Daddy, I have to go to work, see a couple of clients, you know. I have to pack the children, and we're moving around. I want to collapse. You want to change diaper? No, this one. I want to eat.
Is this all the work these women do?
Then I said, so this I was calling my wife like 247. Like, what will I do? What will I do? Even when I came back home in the night, she was laughing. She said, you cannot even stay with these kids just for a single day. That you want to use all to scatter my life. I said, it's not easy. From screaming, hey, stay away from that place. Don't go there. I was on top of my voice. I got the voice slept early that day because it wasn't easy. So there is no way you can do it. The two of you must be in the picture.
Right.
So if you prioritize your kids over your own ego, as husband, as a wife, oh, my husband did this, I will not take it from him. You know, it starts from there. I will not take rubbish. I know they take rubbish from any man. So now you are thinking about yourself. All the man will say, from the home we come from, a woman cannot talk to us like that.
The ego.
Not entertain it. I will not allow her to talk to me like that. I don't agree. What kind of woman are you? My mother did not talk to my father like that. You know those kind of things. Then you start, because of your own egos, you start having issue. I will divorce you. I will leave this home. I can't. Then the wife too. You know, this abroad thing. You are not in abroad. But we've been hearing a lot about this abroad.
We don't even know where you are, self. Retire us.
I'm in Nigeria.
Okay.
This abroad thing, you know, a lot of people talk about this abroad thing. Women want to, you know, see, let me say this. And I know everybody knows. You know, when you marry a wife in Nigeria, as a man, you've been doing your manly ego thing, maltreating her and all those things. And you are now planning together, you want to relocate abroad. She's planning you to.
100%. 100%. One day we have said it severally here.
Yeah, let her go. As soon as you get there, she will deal with you.
Oh, of course. And then you're bringing that ego here. The mentality of Nigeria.
You both are not selfless.
That's it.
You
100%.
are prioritizing the kids.
Yeah.
You know, Madam Ruthless, she's talking a lot about the mental health of those kids. You don't know what those children go through. Even abuses that they will get from peers. You are not with your parents. You are not this. Where is your father? Even kids going, seeing family, maybe they go to their friend's house, they see the husband and wife there. And they know that they are not together. They see what those family are doing together as family. You know, go to functions. The father is there, the mother is there. And they are just there alone with their mom. Or they are not, they are there alone with the dad. Or even prevention, both of them are not present. They are just there on their own. Do you know the trauma those people go through? And children are very fragile. So you will be building a lot of behavior that is not expected. You know, they watch you, they see the way you are behaving, then they mimic it and take it to another family. That's why you see some family who say, don't marry from a single home.
Yeah. They do say it now. One thing they will say, ìyàwó àwọn ìyàwó wọn yọkọ gbogbo family. They say it, of course.
He doesn't have father, he doesn't have mother, or something. They are from separate family. Don't marry from them. Not that those families are wicked when they are telling their kids. They are scared of the trauma the child is bringing. They are scared of the trauma that child will bring to their own child in their own home, because you've shaped that child into something else. And she will exhibit it or she will exhibit it. They will exhibit it in that new home because that's who they are. That's for years. That's how
They are trained.
That's when they are trained. They will come and exhibit it. And some of those families don't want you to come and corrupt their own child because father, mother were there when they sure they train their child well. They don't want you to come and, because it will be strange to that child too, because of the family that one is coming from. That how you behaving like this? How you behaving like this? Then they see behavior like, I can't cope with this. Then it will not lead to divorce. then that means a child that came from father-mother family thinking they treat their child well because they encounter a child that has been mad because of the parenting that child came from. That one too will not become a single father or single mother. So it's a problem. So divorce is a bad thing. Separation too is a bad thing. I will help with this. As soon as you are going to marriage, be selfless. As soon as kids are entering the picture, both of you should talk about it, how you manage each other so that you can train a better children in the future.
Thank you.
Because if not, if you let your ego run you, you will destroy those kids and you will not know. You will not know that you are causing harm to those kids. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Harkinger. Thank you. Really appreciate your contribution. Omoye. Good evening, sir. You're welcome, sir. Please, you're free to speak any language that you're comfortable with to pass the message, please.
I was so good in Dutch.
Kí ló dé kí la ṣe fún yín? Owó ń Dutch, ṣé Dutch la wá sọ ní English? Okay, let me be specific. English and Yorùbá. Dutch.
Okay.
Èmi náà, Irish ni mo gbọ́.
You understand? But first of all, tí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n fún àwọn òbí ìyá òbí ní wípé first of all tí wọ́n sọ pé single mom or single father, ohun tó yẹ ká kọ́ wò ni pé kí ló mú wọn separate. Ó wà very very important. Kí ló separate wọn? Okay, bí o brother mi ọlá tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn, azumi pé bí àwọn ṣe parọ́ mọ́ wọn pé pedophile ni wọ́n ládàra wọn Nàìjíríà, wọn ní forgive fún wọn. Or kó jẹ́ wípé nǹkan tó gbé wọn lọ sí prison. You understand? Wọ́n á gbé náà obìnrin mi ni even kó pàdé àwọn pàtí gan àwọn ọmọ ìpọ̀tà ní ọ̀tá alámọ̀jẹsẹ̀ra wọn. So torí àwọn ṣe máa sọ pé ó depend kan tó mú àwọn òbí méjèèjì ní separate. And ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ọkọ àti ìyàwó separate, ìyàwó kó ọmọ lọ, ọkọ lọ fẹ́ ọkọ mi. Issue tó máa ń wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé okay fine, ọkọ mi tí ìyàwó lọ fẹ́ ló kó ọmọ yìí lórí bàbá wọn. Torí mentality tó máa ń ní ni pé ex ni anything
can happen. Good. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ Mr. Ọláìbáwá mi ò tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́.
Second
ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ lọ sà.
Secondly, n bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé okay, ìwọ tí ò ń take care ọmọ tó ń sanwó school fees tó ń sanwó everything tí ìyàwó jẹ́ kò ní access sí àwọn ọmọ yẹn kó fẹ́ rí bóyá based on ọkọ tó ti fẹ́. You understand? Wàá wò pé kí ni nǹkan tó ń ṣe kí ni fún èyí ọmọ mi ẹ̀ ní access sí wọn. You understand? Ìyẹn dúró bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta tí mo tún wá tó rí ń bẹ̀ ni pé tí ọkọ bá ti fẹ́ lómi tí ọmọ ti fẹ́ lómi, I'm talking about Nigerian life. Okay, bóyá ọkọ yẹn ń gbọ́ 100,000 monthly. Ó ti fẹ́ ìyàwó mi. Àwọn ọmọ tó wà nù lé pẹ̀lú ìyàwó fẹ́ sanwó school fees. Ìyàwó tó ti gbé ọmọ lọ́nà fẹ́ sanwó school fees. Ẹjọ́ èwo ló kọ́kọ́ máa san bẹ́ẹ̀. Torí kò ní fẹ́ kí tinúlé kò ní fẹ́ kí inúlé gbóná mọ́ wọn. Do you understand?
I'm getting, sir.
Kò ní fẹ́ kí inúlé gbóná mọ́ wọn. Ìyàwó tó dẹ̀ wà ń ta tó ti bímọ síta á máa rí ọkùnrin yẹn nítorí bí condition Nàìjíríà ṣe rí. Ìwọ ìyàwó tó bímọ yẹn ó ti wà lábẹ́ ọkùnrin mi tó ń take care ìwọ. Ọkùnrin náà ti fẹ́ lómi tó náà gbé ìyàwó tí mo fẹ́.
Òun náà ní bùkátà.
Mo ní láti take care with the little things tí mo ní ní ọwọ́. So ìyàwó mi tó fẹ́ yẹn tó bímọ fún tó rán manager ara wọn báwo ló ṣe máa rí lára òun náà. Torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe máa ń fẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé kí a tó divorce ara wa àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan wà tó yẹ pé a ní láti kọ́kọ́ máa try láti consider. Torí Yorùbá máa ń pa òwe kan pé ibi tí
Èyí méjì bá ti jà.
Kò sí ọmọ bí ó ṣe ní affect lifestyle.
Ọmọ ló máa affect.
Ní Europe bíbá ó lè máa really affect the way the structure bíbá ṣe rí. Obìnrin tí ó wá gbé ọmọ lọ tí ọkọ ń wò gbókè fáìn ìyàwó tí mo fẹ́ sílé kí n sanwó square torí mi fẹ́ kí ilé gbóná mọ́ mi kó gbọ́ pé gbogbo àwọn obìnrin náà làwọn bíbá yìí náà kí a fẹ́ ọkùnrin mi tó ti bímọ rí kó ọmọ tí wàá fẹ́ sanwó sọ ọmọ tẹ bí fún fẹ́ sanwó school fees kó wá jẹ́ títà lórúkọ lọ sàn wàhálà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ náà. So àwọn kìíní yẹn la ní láti wò ìgbé kàgbé síra wa torí gbà tí a bá ti rí gbòkè bóyá obìnrin ti lọ fẹ́ ọkọ mi ó ti move on nìyẹn àwa náà wò gbòkè díẹ̀ lọ fẹ́ yàwó mi kí mi náà move on ó tó fọmọ tó wà láàrin wa. Tó bá jẹ́ wípé obìnrin kan ló bímọ yẹn fún wa sìn kó jẹ́ pé ọmọ méjì ni a bí fúnra wa tí agbára yẹn kò ń bá sí àjọ understand láàrin ara wa gbòkè ẹni fẹ́ ṣe o but agbára yẹn kan ló ní aṣá máa ń rí nínú family mi tó gbé wọn ní ẹ̀gbọ́n step down fún àbúrò láti further school àìdè rí àbúrò nígbà mìíràn tó yẹ pé òun náà máa step down fẹ́ gbọ́n torí pé kẹ́gbọ́n lè further mọ́ but tó bá ti jẹ́ pé bí irú òbí ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ló bí wọn á kà sí nǹkan mìíràn. Obìnrin tí ọkùnrin ò bá wá ṣerú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn fún gbòógì fine àti tọ́mọ àbí nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ kan narration tó máa gbé wá sí ojú ọmọ ni pé àbẹ̀wò wá wò bàbá. Àbímọ máa tọ́ lè ní òkú ayé ni òkú kìíní kan ni ṣe mọ́ ohun tó ń wá separate ó tún matter most ohun tó mú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ separate pẹ̀lú partner ó lè jẹ́ ọgbẹ́ ọkàn tí ó lè jiná fún ẹlòmíì even tóbìnrin yẹn bá lọ fẹ́ ẹlòmíì ọjọ́ tí obìnrin yẹn gbà tí ẹlòmíì tóbìnrin yẹn ló fẹ́ tó bá ṣe nǹkan tó dùn obìnrin yẹn á rántí nǹkan tó gbé kúrò nílé ọkọ lákòókò tá a jẹ́ ìdùn kan fún tá a jẹ́ pín fún.
tí ò ṣe é sọ síta.
tí ò ní ṣe é sọ síta. so bẹ́ẹ̀ náà dẹ̀ ló ṣe wà fọkùnrin yẹn náà. so mo wo fíìmù tí ẹgbẹ́ sí ẹ náà mi ó ní question kan táwọn ìbá sọ ọmọ yẹn àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣe kíní kan ọmọ yẹn ṣe kíní kan mo ìbí question tí mo kọ́ máa ń béèrè ni pé why tí woman yẹn ṣe kọ́kọ́ parọ́
fún bàbá fún ọmọ pé bàbá wọn ti kú.
bàbá wọn ti kú.
And so many women are like that. Ẹ máa parọ́ fáwọn ọmọ yín wípé bàbá wọn ti kú because you don't want them to have anything to do with the man. Kódà no, don't do that.
ṣé ti rí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ń bẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n máa ń sọ kinní kan pé ká ní pé máa yẹn fún rẹ̀ ká ní pé nǹkan ṣubú wà òkè àwọn ọmọ yẹn lè máa decide pé
mo fẹ́ lọ bá
bọ̀sí nítorí pé máa yẹn wà òkè mọ̀ wà òkè ló yẹ kán wò gbòkè àfẹlọ́bà dáàdì I want to go and stay with him. ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé kọ́ ẹ wo nǹkan táwọn ẹ ti pass through nígbà tó ti wà kékeré tó yẹ pé everybody bóyá wọ́n lọ sí occasion kan ni o tí wọ́n á rí àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wọn tí wọ́n á sọ̀rọ̀ ń pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ dáàdì wọn ra dáàdì mi ra kíní my daddy bought me so this my daddy do this tó yẹ pé àwọn ò ní lè sọ jáde tó máa jẹ́ ìdẹ́kun fún wọn. kíní kan wà níbẹ̀ tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ obìnrin máa ń gbàgbé ni pé tí ẹ bá sọ pé ọmọ ni ó máa ń jẹ́ kí obìnrin ní délé láti settle down again.
with another person. God bless you, sir.
tẹ bá tún sọ pé ọmọ ni ṣe tiri moment tí ara ń kan yín gbà mí tẹ fi ń wá owó tẹ fi ń bá wọn wí gbà mí kí ní ìyẹn wà mú àti wọn gbogbo ẹ̀ ni wọ́n á rántí ọjọ́ tó bá ti mọ̀ báwọn ní bàbá. torí kò sí bí ó ṣe lè wà pọ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin méjèèjì lẹ́jọ́ sowọ́ papọ̀ tẹ brought wọn up wọn ò ní rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan kan bí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín ìfún wọn lè ní àmọ́ mi burú dáàdì mi burú àmọ́ mi wà fẹ́nilé dáàdì mi ló burú. bọ̀ tó bá ti jẹ́ pé wọn nìkan ló dá brought wọn up
ìkúnra
àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan wà tí wọ́n máa rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí mistake ìwọ náà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ní rí rẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ dáàdì wọn ni torí moment wọn bá pàdé dáàdì wọn yẹn ìṣèlú máa dàbí pé wọ́n rí Ọlọ́run ni. àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan wà tí ẹ máa sọ wọ́n ní what is it called HIV wọ́n ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí mo dà lé ẹ lórí or something like that.
wàhálà mi á bí ẹ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí mo dà lé ẹ lórí á bí ẹ kíní kan.
gbogbo àwọn kíní yẹn ó ní bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ kì kàn ṣe pé yàn kàn ń sọ lẹ́nu lásán. mo ti rí òbí tó ṣe àdúrà tó ṣe ìpè fún ẹ pé ìwò làgbàdo rìn ọjà.
kábíyèsí.
ó dẹ̀ di ìjọ kẹta tí ẹni yẹn ṣe pè fún ọmọ ìkan dẹ̀ lọ síbi tẹ́ni yẹn kó aṣọ sí aṣọ tí ẹni ẹnìkan kọ́ ló wà ń bẹ̀ o aṣọ àwọn
ìyókù náà wà ń bẹ̀
ìtókùn wà ń bẹ̀ kankan gbọ́ tọ́jọ́ kó papọ̀ ìkan dẹ̀ lọ síbi ó dẹ̀ jẹ gbogbo aṣọ tí ẹnìkan.
kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run.
tí ó dẹ̀ fọwọ́ kan aṣọ wọn tó kún.
pé abiyamọ.
ìbílẹ̀ tó ṣe pé yẹn náà. so tí ẹ bá wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí pé òbí bàbá ò tọ́jú ọmọ àbí tí ó bá ó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàárín bàbá àti ìyá kò yẹ kẹjẹ kó affect ọmọ but kò sí ọgbọ́n bá ṣe fẹ́ ṣe tí ó ní ní infect lára. So gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tí dáàdì tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ tó sọ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ èèyàn lọ court Yorùbá máa ń pa òwe kan wá ní ọjà tó mọ́ bá ti wọ̀
òkúta ti wọ̀ ọ́.
ó ti kúrò lọ́jọ́ òkùnkùn.
Òkúta tiẹ̀ ti wọ̀ ọ́ ni.
Yẹn tí ọmọ bá ti wọ̀ èèyàn kì í ja àjàdíjú. Torí ẹ sì gbọ́dọ̀ máa wò ó pé nǹkan kan ṣì wà tó ṣì so yín papọ̀ tó ṣì máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ yín papọ̀ together. Ìwọ ìyá ò lè gbàgbé bú bímọ kan síbi kan rí tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Ìwọ bàbá orúkọ tiẹ̀ ló ń jẹ́. So ó dé kíní náà dé wà láàárín àwọn òbí àwọn ìyá náà tó yẹ pé wọ́n á gbé ọmọlẹ̀ kékeré wọ́n á rìn lọ wọ́n á sùn lọ. Wọ́n á sùn lọ tó yẹ pé ọkùnrin náà ló máa kópa
náà. Ó máa tọ́jú ọmọ yẹn.
Àwọn náà ló ń dá tọ́mọ.
Ìyá wa fẹ́ padà wá a fẹ́ wá kílèmù àwọn ọmọ.
Yes.
Jésù are you not hearing?
Lórí black app náà ni mo rí ọ̀gbẹ́ni kan ní mọ́nà lóní kan lọ wo fíìmù Tẹ̀gbésẹ́yìn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá.
Ó náà bí ọmọ nígbà táwọn wà school àwọn fẹ́ra wọn. Àwọn pẹ́rẹ́ǹtì dédì yẹn wá sọ pé àwọn ò lè fẹ́ra. Nítorí pé wọ́n ní ìgbà táwọn fún àwọn lóyún ó ní kí ìpè lédì yẹn ó sì fẹ́ padà lọ school. Òun dẹ̀ ní kí lédì yẹn máa lọ school ní ilé òun. Wọ́n ní rárá nǹkan tó separate àwọn ni. Okay, ìgbà tó separate ọmọ after 10 years wọ́n deny òun pé kò má rí ọmọ. After 10 years ọmọ sáwá sílé òun. Wọ́n mú anti-kidnapping wọ́n wá fi arrest òun.
Can you imagine? Wípé torí pé ọmọ sáwá sọ́dọ̀ àwọn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ìgbà tó mọ́ wà 10 years.
Chief Amoruf ó ti jáde ṣe máa kàn sọ àwọn obìnrin tó yẹ pé wọ́n máa ń deny ọkọ wọn kọ́ máa rà àwọn ọmọ là ń sọ ẹ máa bọ̀ lókè sà ẹ gó wọn sà.
Ó nígbà tó ọmọ tó pé 13 years ọmọ tó sáwá yẹn kí wọ́n tún wá arrest wọn kí. Ìgbà tí ọmọ pé 17 years lọmọ bá tún sáwá.
Imagine.
Ló bá nù wọn lọmọ àwọn dẹ̀ lọ court. Ìgbà táwọn lọ court. Wọ́n ní kí òun wá in possession of ọmọ tọ́lọ́ mọ́ sọ pé òun ò fẹ́ dúró sí. Ìyá ẹ̀ wá request fún 5 million naira owó tó ń tì náà láti ìgbà tó máa wà kékeré.
Ayé ìmájì.
Òun request fún 5 million naira. George dẹ̀ sọ pé òun ò gbọdọ̀ fún ní 1 naira tó bọ́ọ̀lù decide láti take care ọmọ fúnra rẹ̀. Okay, ó fi ọmọ yẹn hàn lórí black app náà ni. So mo rò pé gbàdúrà bàbá yẹn ṣe fídíò yẹn tán lady yẹn gbé fóònù ó lo ọ̀nà nọ́mbà ó fi send voice note sí máa yẹn àwọn view wọn message yẹn ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbé bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ṣe pé bó ṣe máa rí fún bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn bó ṣe máa rìn lọ bó ṣe máa ṣe kíní kan nítorí pé bí nǹkan ṣe ń ju ẹ lára ó ti gbàgbé kó bímọ síbẹ̀. Tí ó bá da fún màá yẹn ìwọ ló bí àkọ́bí fún ọkùnrin ni ṣé kò ní kàn wọ́n. Tó bá tún da nídàkejì náà ṣé kò ní àfẹ́tọ̀ mọ́. But nítorí bí nǹkan ṣe rí lára wa àti máa ń já àjàdíjú débi pé ó máa wá affect life àwọn ọmọ. But èmi máa rọ gbogbo àwọn tá a jẹ́ ọkùnrin tí tí a wà ní Nàìjíríà, we can still do better. We are not trying. Tí ẹ bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń pọ̀rọ̀ sí nǹkan mọ́, ẹ bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń pọ̀rọ̀ mọ́, ẹ̀yin la wà o. Ẹ̀yin la wà. So ọ̀rọ̀ tí mi fi bá ń lọ sí lọ́nà.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Mr. Ola. Listen. Aunty Jumi, wọ́n wà sálẹ̀, wọ́n ń gbọ́ yín, wọ́n wò bí, wọ́n fáwọn èèyàn láyé ni. Ẹ káàbọ̀.
Àkójọ 3.
Yes, sir.
Tèmi ò pọ̀. Ẹni tí ò bá rí ìrírí ayé rí, òun ló máa sọ. We respect individual opinion. The way ọ̀rọ̀ ilé ayé dàbí ìlú gangan ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, bí tó kọjú sẹ́yìn kan, ẹ̀yìn ló kọ sẹ́lòmíì.
But mi ò tí rẹ̀ tó kú rí tí mò ń sìn. Kì í ṣe gbogbo ẹni tó kú lọ́mọ sìn.
Kì í ṣe gbogbo ẹni tó kú lọ́mọ sìn.
Ṣé ilé ayé ìwọ tó bá fẹ́ gùn lẹ́yìn, o gbọ́dọ̀ ní kinní kan, o gbọ́dọ̀ mọ́rọ̀ kúrò lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ. Mi ò ní kéèyàn má nífẹ̀ẹ́ ọmọ. Ìfẹ́ àfẹ́jù kan pa ẹlòmíì, ó dẹ̀ rán lómi lọ sọ́nà àpàpàǹdodo. Èèyàn kan tí mo bẹ̀rù jù láyé tí bá rí tó bá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bí gan ẹ̀rọ Ọlọ́run máa ń bà mí lóbìnrin. Kí ẹ lè rò pé Jésù ò fi níyàwó tọ́lọ́run ò fi níyàwó.
Àǹtí Júmi eré yìí o. Ta ló wà sí?
Èmi náà ni.
Àǹtí Júmi eré àti Àjọkẹ́ mo ti ní kẹ́ ẹ gbé mi, ẹ má bínú Mr. Ọlá, kẹ́ ẹ gbé mi gòkè látẹ̀kọ́ ṣẹ́rí máa tó kọ́kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ Emmanuel. Ó dà pé ní nǹkan kí n fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sí ọkùnrin. Ó dà pé àwọn abímọ máa wò ní bóyá àwọn náà láwọn ọmọ kan tó ti àbádàn. Ṣé wọ́n nítorí àná ṣe sọ fún Miss Ruth pé kó máa sọ òyìnbó? Wọ́n etí wọ́n di nǹkan tí mo sọ ni. Mo ní I did not let the judge say the case to the court.
No, tẹ́ bá rí bàbá yẹn ti mọ̀ fáwọn typical Nigerian ni. I understand.
Yeah, I don't think that man is okay. Mo ní mi ò gbà kí judge. Mo ní mi ò gbà kí judge. Kí lè rí mà?
Àwọn náà ní nǹkan táwọn náà fẹ́ sọ ní MC Posh.
We say we sat down round the table. Wọ́n ní we sat down round the table. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé wọn ò gbọ́n. So ló mú kéèyàn àgbàdo àwọn ọmọ tó Ọlọ́run wá ṣe kì í ṣe àwọn ọmọ téèyàn lè tutọ́ sí lára. Ọmọ téèyàn máa gbàdúrà kọ́lọ̀ ń fún òun ni wọ́n. Ògo ni fọ́lọ̀ lókè ọ̀run. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr. Ọlá sọ̀rọ̀.
Ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ ilé ayé yé mi dé, gbogbo ẹni tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ mo respect opinion wọn. Ìtí mo mọ́rọ̀ lọ, kí lè rò pé Jésù àtọ́lọ́run kò fi níyàwó. Wọ́n bẹ̀rù obìnrin ni.
Wọ́n bẹ̀rù obìnrin ni.
Ọlọ́run tó jẹ́ obìnrin kan bẹ̀rù obìnrin.
Inú wọn lọ́kọ̀ yẹn sí o.
Inú Bíbélì ìbò nìyẹn kò yé mi. Ó tọ́ ni.
Ṣẹ́rí nǹkan kan wà.
Ọkọ mi lóòótọ́ ni. Ọkọ mi lóòótọ́ ni. Ó lóòótọ́ ni.
Ṣẹ́rí lẹ́yìn Solomon lọ́lọ́run fún ní kinní mẹ́ta ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àtòyé. Ìgbà tí Solomon kú kò fẹ́ lómi ẹ̀rí pé máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ máa ní ẹ̀bọ̀kọ́ ẹ̀dẹ́ gbọ́n kò lóye kò ní mọ̀ akódẹ́ ní mọ̀ kò lóye kò gbọ́n ìkan náà lè máa mú. Ṣẹ́rí ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ wọ́n máa ń sọ kinní kan you can teach a child to hate but you can never teach a child to love. Ẹ lè ṣe gbogbo nǹkan pé ní kọ́mọ yé tèèyàn bọ̀ tó bá máa nífẹ̀ẹ́ èèyàn ẹ lè ever kọ́ natural ní love.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Gbogbo ẹni tó bímọ kọ́ ló ń jèrè ọmọ. Ẹ bá rántí pé ìjọ ọkọ̀ èmi àti ìtajú máa pọ̀ ló bá fún máa ń sọ kíni kan. Orí ọ̀fẹ́ ni gbogbo wa ní. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ tọrẹ àánú kó máa tọrọ nǹkan mẹ́ta. Ìwọ tó bá tọrẹ àánú tọrọ pé kò rí lò kò dẹ̀ tún jèrè àánú. Kì í ṣe gbogbo ẹni tó bá tọrẹ àánú ló jèrè ọ̀ ló dẹ̀ tún rí lò. Nǹkan tó wà lẹ́yìn àánú ó pọ̀ ju nǹkan táwa rí lọ. Ọlọ́run ṣàánú fún mi jẹ́ ẹ̀rọ àánú gbà. Àmọ́yẹ tó rí àánú gbà kò rí lò kò dẹ̀ ti jèrè ẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì rí lò kò dẹ̀ jèrè àánú. Àmọ́yẹ obìnrin tó rí lò tó dẹ̀ jèrè ẹ̀ tó yẹ pé kú mú wọn lọ. Tó bá níyàn jèrè àánú ọmọ ẹ̀ dàgbà mọ́ yanjú ó tún wá jèrè wọn kò tó ń mì nìyẹn. Àìmọye ọkùnrin tó tọrọ àánú tó jèrè ẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ tún rí lò àìmọye tó rí lò tó dẹ̀ tún jèrè ẹ̀. ṣé lọ́rọ̀ ilé ayé yìí ìmọ̀ ni àtòyé ẹni tọ́lọ̀ bá fún un. a ti rí obìnrin tọkùnrin fọrùn ṣe foríṣe tó bá máa wí orí bàbá yìí náà tá a bá gbé owó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kò ní fún wa o bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ ló fún wọn lówó yẹn. ọkùnrin tó bá jẹ́ kí ọmọ pa òwò kọ̀ọ̀kú gbé ni àbẹ́ tí rẹ́tọ́ sin ọmọ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rí.
láíláí.
ṣẹ́rọ ọmọ ti wálé ayé wọn obìnrin ti wálé ayé wọn ọkùnrin náà ti wálé ayé wọn. ẹ má ṣì mí gbọ́ aṣiwèrè ọkùnrin wà o bẹ́ẹ̀ aṣìfẹ́ obìnrin náà dẹ̀ tún wà. ṣẹ́rí gbogbo nǹkan tí ọmọ bá fojú rí ọwọ́ ọkọ àtìyàwó àbí bàbá àtọmọ ní kẹ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí dẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń ṣọwọ́ wọn ọ̀wọ́n tọ́jọ́ ń gbé pọ̀ ló ṣe pàtàkì. tọ́mọ bá máa yà páàlì tó bá fẹ́ yọ ọmọ lóògbúkú wà láì bí bàbá àti ìyá bá dá sí yóò ní kọ́mọ yẹn má yà páàlì o.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ bá jọ wà ń bẹ̀ tẹ́jọ́ ń tọ́.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni àwa ti ibi tí mo gbálẹ̀ ayé mo ti rí ẹjẹ́ fún mọ́ fọrùn ṣe foríṣiríṣi ìyá yóò jèrè ọmọ yẹn o bàbá tó fọ wọn láàárọ̀ lọ́sàlọ́bà o òun mo fi sọ̀kan tí bọ́dà mi tó sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ ìmọ̀ ní sọ̀rọ̀ tó pé múfì yẹn pé torí pé máa yẹn ló lọ gba irọ́ ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ tọmọ bá ti nífẹ̀ẹ́ tí ìfẹ́ ìyàwó tó kúrò lọ́kàn bàbá yẹn lówó kò lówó yìí sí tíìn àlìkùrán gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá yẹn bá ṣe dáadáa ni. ṣẹ́rí ọgbọ́n nílé ayé mo máa ń sọ kíní kan mo sọ fún yàn kanjọ́ kan táwọn sọ̀rọ̀ torí ẹ̀mí ò ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọkọ àtìyàwó àbọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ gbogbo ẹni abiyamọ tó ń ṣe làálàá kókò jọjọ lórí ọmọ gbogbo ló máa jèrè ọmọ wọn.
àmẹ́jọ́sì.
bọ̀ kí tí wọ́n ṣàmì because bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣàmì gbé ṣe gbé èèyàn náà ló jèrè ẹ̀ because tá a ṣe kọ́nù.
àdúrà ká jèrè náà ni ká má ṣe lásán ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tọkùnrin àtobìnrin.
ṣẹ́rí hereditary ó pẹ̀lú most things tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tá a kì í fojú sí ṣẹ́rí ọ̀rọ̀ ìwé wèrè yìí ló da gbogbo ilé láàmú di èmi tí ọkọ ò fi ráyọ̀ ọmọ tí aya náà ò fi ráyọ̀ ọkọ.
Please, can I come back? YouTube, 1 minute, please.
Many factors surround.
Hold on, sir. Mr. Ola, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, mo fẹ́ sọ fún YouTube pé mo fẹ́ come back. But before then, please, don't forget what I do. I sell glasses. Ẹ ti rí eléyìí tí mo wọ̀ yìí ń sìn on special order. We have special order where you send your prescription and then we will do the glasses for you. And we sell frames for you to take to your opticians. And we have sunglasses, lóríṣiríṣi, ó ti yé yín. So YouTube, I'll off it and I'll come back immediately. Please don't go away. Wait behind. Now go on, sir.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Admiral, respect to. Ṣẹ́rí factor tó wà lẹ́yìn ọmọ